Hello, everybody. It is Saturday night. How'd Saturday go for everybody? Hope you guys had a good Saturday. I'm going to tell you about my Saturday here in just a second. I'm actually still uploading something. I think it's important. I want people to see. So, be right back to the chat in just a second. I didn't want to postpone any more minutes because it's just so long already. Oh, goodness. All right. Let me upload. There it is. All right. Now come back to the chat. Broadcasting live from Ross Point Elementary. I doubt it. 1132, but you probably live up there because you've mentioned Baxter quite a few times. You must live around there, Charles Xavier. I get your hints. I catch it. I'm very familiar. I spent a lot of time up at the Ross Point Elementary playground playing basketball, actually. Had a lot of fun up there. Hey, Arkansas. Arkansas is being, I don't know, I guess, I hate to say the word attack so much, but sure seems like it. I'm going to go right on record right now and say that Arkansas has only been good to me. Like never done anything bad to me. Never that I know. Like, and then when people talk about moles, like, what in the hell is there to mole about? Like, everything that's talked about, I talk about here in our mod chat, which I don't even think Arkansas is in the mod chat. You're welcome to be. I can send you that. I can send you an invite. But there's nothing to mole for. Like, everything we say, everything I say in that chat shows up here on the stand, 100%. Like, there's no big secret weapon coming or nothing. Like, it's just crazy. Mama Collins is finishing up eating. I know some people make a big damn deal out of how late we eat. But, just like any other day, we just got home, picked the kids up from, well, we went to Walmart too, but picked the kids up from skating, some of them at the movies, and we don't eat McDonald's every night. My wife comes home sometimes after ball games and track meets. It's 8, 9 o'clock, sometimes 10 if we're on the road, and she cooks. And we're used to it, and that's how we eat. And if you don't like it, don't tune in and watch us eat. This is as simple as that. I didn't want to address it, but good Lord, what's the deal? Well, does it matter what time the Collinses eat? I am having a great weekend, Chaotic Beauty and Crime. My team, we're playing like I've got 8 7th graders and 2 8th graders and 3 or 4 6th graders. Let me count. Let's see. 3 6th graders. Um, we're playing in a high school league. 17 years old is the limit. That's you're looking at juniors in high school. We played against one today that is high level. I mean, he's a good kid. I've known him for a long time. He's actually played for me before. He's too old to play for me now, but and they beat us. So we took a loss, and it's all right. We learned from it, and next time we play them, I'm gonna put Bunny on my squad. But it's neither here nor there. What is Pioneer Woman? You've never heard of it? It's like floral dishes, floral patterns on. It's a brand, and they've branched out and made. Excuse me, I've got a raspy voice tonight. But they've made. You gonna run with us, Casey girl? Oh, you gonna run with Jenny Penny? Ah, I see. But yeah, it's just that they've got clothes and heck everything in the world now. Bed, bathroom material, bedroom materials, just crafting materials, just all kinds of stuff. Well, Arkansas is actually it's not healthy if you eat and then lay down on it and go to bed. But if you eat and then you let it digest and you're up later and you know you exercise, it's no different than anything else. You know. Um, Hello, Beach Bum 11. Yeah. Expecting a pretty quiet weekend, but seems that you know I'm the star of everybody's show right now, and that's fine. Let them do it. Let them have it. Um, you know, I reckon there's a video about me being a money grab. Money grab. Yeah, I've made so much money. um, Honestly, since we've monetized, there's 10 times the amount. Well, I don't say 10 times, 5 or 6 times the amount of money that we took in Cash App. And as far as the Cash App goes, like the Cash App, we put it up to get those DVDs, which certain person did give me $175, which she said came from another creator. Didn't say it was her money. She said it came from another creator. And I said, well, thank him for me. Thank you. I even thanked him on air for helping us. So money grab, whatever they want to say, this money grab thing is just crazy. We'll stamp that out right now. Um, the whole time Kemper was here, and I'm sorry, I didn't want to even use all names. The whole time the former partner was here, and our investigator was here. The Cash App, my Cash App, took in, I don't know, $150, $160 total. It's more than that now. It's more than that now. But while they were here, that's about what it was. I could go back and sit and add it up. But now I sent her $50. I said I was 100. I was mistaken. My bad. It was 50. Okay, let's see. And I sent Kemper because he told me his bills were getting cut off. His electricity and utilities were getting shut off. So I sent him $100. I can show you the receipt. And he's lying if he says I didn't. So tonight, I sent this. And that's the right Cash App. It's right. She got it. It's been accepted. And you'll see what I said. May God bless you. Nothing snarky. You know, seriously. May God bless you. I hope you get what you want. I really do. How do I make mistake for 50 for 100? Because I sent one 100 and 150. Pretty easy to do, actually. I sent 100 to Kemper and 50 to the other. So there. Thank you. Good question, actually. But yeah, pretty easy to do. Um, and then we've got, I apologized last night to other people, and they still want to keep on, keep on, keep on. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, happy birthday, KC Girl 10. Happy birthday. You guys throw up a birthday cake or something, balloon, some kind of emoji to show her happy birthday. Uh, who did they play? I know I seen one of my friends sent me a message said I'm not even been watching since Kentucky got beat. But one of my friends sent me a message that said down goes Duke. Did North Carolina play Duke? Let me look. Oh gosh. Yes, they did. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Um, yeah, and Arkansas is, taking some hits for some reason. I don't understand it. Like, um, they're saying she was somebody else and said she admitted to it in my chat. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. Casey Girl said, "Thank you all. Love you all." Yes, happy early birthday out of the blue. Thank you, Kristen R, for pointing that out. I missed it. Um, so yeah, I mean, you know, um, if money's what everybody's so worried about, screw it. I'll have everything we've got forwarded over there. I really don't care. I really don't care. Um, I mean, it's generous and it's awesome that you guys donate, but why do people make such a big deal out of it? Like, you know, it's not like, and I haven't put our Cash App up since we've been monetized, period. Not at all, you know? And when you get monetized, you get paid, you know, like, I don't know. I haven't been paid yet, but it's like, once a month. Is it twice a month? I don't even know. But, somebody sends you a Cash App, you get it right then and there. Maybe too busy to watch tomorrow. Hey, that's fine out of the blue. I don't know if we may take Sunday off. Um, I'll tell you guys what I did. Like I started telling you, and I got sidetracked. But my team lost, and they only had one referee. And man, I gave the kid a hard time. He's a young boy, well, not boy, but he's a young man. Um, he's a certified referee. There you go, Beth. You know me, right? You must know me. You must know me, Beth. Go ahead and show me that. Show me where that happened. Now I'm going to finish my story, and you can watch or you can leave, whatever you want to do. Thank you, Arkansas. I appreciate that. Banner B, that's what, yeah. Every creator, takes donations for their time and entertainment, and that's fine, but people make such a big deal out of it. They make such a big deal, but they want, there's 75, and I also sent 50. She can't deny that. So that's $125. I had 8 phone calls at $3 a piece. She can say 5 if she wants, but she said on our live stream they were $3 a piece. So 8 times 3, and I'm just an old country boy, but I think that's 24. $24. And I know others who have sent her money directly to her. So why are we even talking about it? You got plenty of money to call your boyfriend. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting worked up and I shouldn't do it. I'm going to stop. Jimbo, it's just an excuse to complain about you. They're fine with other people and their cash apps. It's not about the money. I thank you, Jen Hoffa. I believe that. I believe that 100%. But, what they're trying to do is Ziggy sent her money directly, $10. Well, that's 3 phone calls. That's almost half the ones we got here on the stand. I mean, it is what it is. And these J pays that she sends are 10 cents each. They're 10 cents each. Oh, hang on just a second. Just a second. Let me grab this phone call. I'm going to mute you for a second. Well, that was a phone call from someone I haven't heard from in a long time. It's going to come on and chat a little bit before Mama Collins comes in. Let me put him a link up here. Weird. Hadn't heard from him in a long time. It's good though. It's good though. I dropped my nacho chips. Oh my goodness. No, it's not Bernie Smells. I wish. I haven't really heard from him too much. I reached out to him and we talked and haven't heard from him since. So it is what it is. Redstone, you sent me $50 on calls for March 2nd. That was sent to not today. Yes. Now, she takes money in different ways. She's got PayPal. She goes to Walmart. And I could go into it and put up reasons why, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to stoop to that level. They want me to. They want me to stoop to that level, but I'm not going to. What's up, Goody? Let me move this thing off the screen here. People can see your ugly mug.
Man, it's getting uglier too.
I heard you was in prison, man. What's going on? How'd you get out?
Man, prison is relative. I mean, prison can be here or prison can be here.
You know what? That's a fact.
That's a fact, brother. No, I just going through family stuff and medicinal issues and medicinal issues, trying to lean back off of medicine, and that's been difficult.
Oh man, I know the feeling. I know.
Yeah, I know you know about that. That's just anytime they try to take away something that they gave to you to the max, it's a difficult scenario. So
yeah, gosh, yeah.
I I happen to hear just a whisper. They're like, "Oh man, this shit'll break your heart, bro. You come back and these boys done brought the stand down." And I'm like, "No." And I'm not here to say anything to nobody. Man, I just hope that there'll be a lesson inside of it for everybody, right? That's the only thing, right?
Yeah.
Stay your course. Stay your course. Don't deviate from the path, the course. And the blessings will come. Sometimes you got to remove things and places and people from your space in order to let your true blessings come in.
Yeah.
And and that's where it's at. That's for you and Kemper. So don't, me, I don't listen to the chatter. I'm not going to listen to people this, that, or the third. Like,
I know you. There've been a lot worse things said about you than there has been about me.
man, yeah, man, none of that stuff. Guess what, man? Like, I can turn my back on them transgressions, no problem, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's nothing, right? So, you know, just keep pushing forward with your fever, bro. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and I would tell Kemper if he's listening, just push forward with your fever too, and find a way to continue to do your mission you set out to, and not, pick up extra tackle, right? Because when we pick up extra tackle, means we start throwing it at different fish,
Yeah.
right? We ain't here to pick up extra tackle. We're here to handle the fish we came here to handle, and then we go on about our business. And that's the way I fish, right?
Yeah. My daughter just showed me that she had my YouTube channel up, and I told her turn it off.
I just wanted to put that on your heart, brother. Like, whatever tackle God made you fish with, or called you to fish with that tackle, bro. And
I appreciate it, man. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, I told everybody, even like a lot of people were, I mean, felt betrayed, and I get it that I had Ernie on the panel the other night,
yeah,
and and that, I don't know if you know the story, but he kind of
no,
stood up for my family, and he asked me for a fist bump, so I put my fist up, and and then we hung up, like got off his channel, but like it bothered a lot of people, and I understand that. But make no mistake, like we're not buddies. And I told Ernie I'm not going to stop. I told him right in front of everybody. This doesn't change anything. I'm still going to do what I'm doing, man. I'm going to cover your trial, your everything that's going on with best of my ability, with everything, the whole truth, nothing else.
well, that's all you can do, brother.
Yeah,
You can't. Nobody else can expect no more out of you than the best you could give.
yeah,
If they do, then they're fools and suckers, right?
yeah.
So just don't pick up no extra tackle, bro. You'll be just fine.
I appreciate that, my friend.
You always got my support all the time, bro.
I appreciate it, buddy. Holler at me sometime.
God bless you.
God bless you, buddy. Thank you. All right, guys, that's something I wasn't expecting. Benny stopped by, and Benny's always been nice to me too. I know, Benny's had wars with so many people. I think Ziggy included, and other people. Yeah, that's Banner B. That's what I was trying to do, but I understand that people felt like this is a space that they can come, and Ernie won't be here, and I've violated that space. I feel like, and especially after hearing from people. So I do apologize for it. But you know, you saw that it's not going to change. It's not going to. Um, and Benny seems like he's going through some stuff, and I'm going to pray for Benny too. Like I need prayers. I'm not. I don't walk with God the way I should. Pretty much any much at all, really. Like it's an issue. It bothers me, and this money thing. Is that the best you can do? Like, you know, you want to try to implicate me in something stupid? Go ahead. you know, I know the truth. I saw Shelby in my basement with a gun telling me he killed somebody with it. How you supposed to take that? I just don't want anybody to see my face right now. I'm not going to go silent. I'm here. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I'm sorry if I blanked out. Um, I don't know. Are we not hearing me? Oh, okay. Okay. I see. Now the ones coming flooding in. Thank you. I better turn on my camera that way when I do that, nobody thinks I'm snorting a line. There's never been anything up my nose except snot. Thank you, Arkansas. I know you were kidding. I know you were kidding. um, but I do get emotional. I do. Let's see. Well, in my opinion, no one should have brung anything up to him if they was his friend, knowing he's having a hard time with meds and getting himself right. Benny, I'm proud of you. Keep it up, please. I haven't. I didn't know he was having an issue with. Well, of course, I never brought anything up anyway. I haven't. I haven't. And with anybody really. We That's one thing we wanted to do as a stand is stand alone and not not pick a fight with anybody. Other creators are just that. They're creators and they have their own opinions and they do their thing. So let them do their thing. That's what I'm trying to do with these others now, like the ones that are just you know streaming me and do you not have any more content? Is that what it is? I don't know. Like, find something to do. I sit and watch my content be played without any commentary. They let it play for 10 or 15 minutes and then they talk about me. Like, if you want it that bad, bring me up on your panel or come here. I'll give you some content. You don't have to come here and get it. You don't have to stream mine. I'll give you some fresh stuff. You don't have to come here. You don't have to steal it. You know, like my awesome mods are telling me when I when I do stream anything else, gotta pause it, gotta pause it, gotta pause it. But they don't. Of course, I'm not gonna strike them either. I don't want it to be like that. That's what in the world's the point of it? All right. So again, my team got beat. We have one referee. And he had a hard time, and I gave him a hard time. He would adjust, like when he wasn't making calls, then he would make too many calls. Then he would, people would yell, and he would slow it down, wouldn't make any calls again. I have my point guard shoots about 8 to 10 free throws a game because he drives to the lane. He shot 0 free throws in that game. It was tough. It was tough. They had a good size lead on us. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't real big, but we chipped away at it and got it down to 2 with under a minute to go. But it just the whistles don't blow and things happen and no excuses. We lost. Charles, I'm not going to jump out any cars. Don't worry. That's not me. I'm too scared. I'm too scared to jump out of a car. Shoot. Hey, listen, I'm getting ready to tell you the way I feel right now, and you'll understand that I'm not jumping out of no car. But so the second game, the coach who actually coached the team that beat us, which I know very well, and the assistant coach is my cousin actually. I don't know. I don't know if Jamie's mad at me. I saw you yelling and screaming, but that's Jamie, so I don't know. He hasn't told me he's mad at me. Um, you know, I don't know. You'd have to ask Jamie. I haven't done anything that Jamie didn't do. Jamie went over there and saw him every day for 6 months. you know, so is what it is. But yes, love and grace. They will be better for playing strong teams, and that's what we wanted. We don't care if we win this league. I do think we're going to win it because we had some key players out today too. But I'm not going to make excuses. But we will get better, and we will be stronger, and this it's going to benefit us. Anytime you lose, you have something that you can show to work on. So we got a couple things to work on. We need to on driving teams. We need to pack the lane a little bit better and force them to shoot outside. Things like that. But I'll take care of that. They'll be good. They'll be good to go. Um, and So the second game, that guy, the who coached the first game against me, I said, Jimbo, you want me to help him ref? I was like, sure, man. Any ref would help, like as long as you got two. Um, I don't know about Bernie Gwen Jenkins. I don't know. You'd have to ask him as well. He hasn't told me he's mad at me. I reached out to him. He actually told me he was taking or sitting back or something like that, taking it back for a while, whatever. But I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe everybody's mad at me. I don't know. I know Spooky got bent out of shape. She said I've been treating my partner like crap for a long time. But yeah. And then he goes on last night or night before. That's the way he treated me because he said I was yelling at Nicolina. So okay. But yes. Yeah, there's several of you guys that you talk to me, and I appreciate every bit of it. And I love every bit of it. I love all you guys the ones who talk to me, the ones who don't, the ones who just, send me hearts. That's great. I mean, it's everything is super appreciated. You don't have any idea how much it means to me. My daughter's jealous. They're in there. There's a window between the rooms, and there's a little crack. She showed me her computer a while ago, and I said, "Well, I got Doritos, tacos on my." I did eat did eat Taco Bell tonight, so every now and then we do eat out. But she was showing me that me and Benny on that screen. I was like, "No, you cut that off. You're not watching this." So now I'm gonna have to go in there and I guess block her YouTube account because there's no need for her seeing what everybody else sees. It's just she's my daughter. I'm gonna time her out, and I'm just gonna block her. She's not gonna be allowed to be on here. Um, but anyway, the second game when we had two refs, we won by like 48. Uh, the team wasn't as strong, but those two teams played. It was a round robin. Those two teams played after us, and it was close. So it tells me that having another official was huge. And that brings me to the third game, which really, um, thank you, which really is the reason why I had to postpone tonight. I got started late. I came home and it was just because I refed the third game myself. I helped ref, and oh, haven't done it in years. And it hurt so bad. It was a struggle. So I came home and went to bed. But the kids on both teams that weren't mine needed me too. So and we're playing at a church, and they tried to pay me after game. I told them to put it towards their youth. You know, you know, people. A lot of people do Arkansas. A lot of people do. Not everybody, but a lot of people do. Hopefully, hopefully people can change. I know crime crazy critters on the farm that daggum autocorrect calls me Jumbo all the time. Don't worry about it. Pretty much when I can tell when somebody's being malicious and calling me Jumbo. Like Ernie's sister sent me some messages running her mouth a few months ago, and it was Jumbo. So I knew I knew it wasn't autocorrect. It does catch you off guard. I wasn't gonna even talk. I mean, I was gonna talk about it because that's the reason why I'm hurting so bad. I took a nap. I mean, it hurts. My body hurts. I mean, there's a reason why I don't hold down a full time job. Like where I stand on my feet and do things. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough living. But and like many people in America, I take pain medicine. I take it as prescribed. But people take that and run with it. Hell, he's either a drug addict or a drug dealer. Mama Steph, my son is a freshman, sophomore basketball coach. I love listening to coaches talk, not only about the technical stuff, but you can tell when they really care about their kids. I hear that in you. Thank you very much, Mama Steph. And for me, my love for basketball is so strong. Like basketball was so huge in my life growing up. It's all I ever did. You know, daylight to dark. When we got out of school, we played ball till dark. On the weekends, we got up in the mornings, went and played ball till dark. Summertime, ball all day till dark. And a lot of my friends didn't do that. Um, and some of them are already gone for, medicinal reasons, let's say. It's sad. It's real sad. Thank you, Bees Knees. Thank you. Yeah, when we got monetized, I was like, there's no need to put up this cash app. And, and like, honestly, unless we specifically asked for cash app, um, we didn't get a whole lot anyway. We get here and there. Arkansas would send some cash apps, and Jenny Penny would send some, kind of regularly, and they would send and it was kind of like their way of a super chat. They would say something, you know, um, it was sending a message basically, and I appreciate every bit of it, and it was great. But now they send super chats, so there's no need for um, to flash a cash app up there, and I don't know if that made people mad, if that made the others mad or what, but I don't know. I'm going to start watching some hockey, KC girl. I'm going to start. I've always been intrigued by it. We just here in the mountains of Eastern Kentucky, we didn't have hockey. We still don't have hockey to play. For me, for me, it's you know, if I didn't play it, I didn't really get into it too much. Thank you, BM. Oh, you didn't have to do that, Truth. Thank you. Come in here, Sarah.
Oh.
Come in here, Sarah.
Hi.
Look here.
What?
This is the one that was flashing me the YouTube. I'm gonna block you from YouTube.
Block me?
Yeah.
Why?
Wasn't that you showed me the YouTube?
Showing you. Yeah, I showed you YouTube.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to block you.
Why?
Because you don't need to be on my YouTube.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I have every right.
They're saying hi, Sarah.
Well, hello.
This is my daughter, Sarah. This is the trunk daughter.
Yeah, I'm true.
So, all right. Cover your mouth when you cough, girl.
I'll see you then.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Good night. So, yeah, that's my girl. That's my baby girl. She thinks Daddy does nothing wrong. So that's another reason, like leave that personal stuff off. Like, why? What's the point? It's all right. I'm reading a few comments here. Is it her voice on your phone? What do you mean on my phone? Oh, no. The text tone that says you're the best daddy ever, that's my youngest daughter, Molly. She's just 12 now. She was about 5 when I captured her saying that on my voice recording. And they really look nothing alike either. Like Sarah's taller. Molly's getting a little bit taller now, but Molly's got solid black hair.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
No, it was 2017. That's actually a basketball mom. She's got video of our national championship game. I was going to upload like the last 20 seconds.
The power of the dark side.
Yes, it was in July. So I thought that was Mama C coming in the door. She's I might have to go get her in a minute.
If you only knew the power of the dark
You guys hear my Darth Vader? I'm gonna silent that so it doesn't do that anymore. Yes, she's coming in here. My wife's still gonna join us. We're gonna now. I will tell you guys. Jen Hoffa, that's a good question. Absolutely, he knew we were going to monetize the channel. And the first time we applied for monetization, we got turned down. And I told him we got turned down. So a month later, I reapplied, I guess is what you call it, and we got accepted. He knew. Is he saying he didn't know? Yeah, if he says he didn't know, then I'm going to break out some screenshots on him. I don't even want to do that though. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Crime crazy and critters on the farm. Hugs, Jimbo, Harlan County strong. Oh yeah, you Harlan Countyan? Yes. Yeah, love my Harlan roots. I'd still be there today probably if there was more work when I was younger, when I was a young man. I moved out of there at an early age and found work in Lexington and never went back. Okay. Oh, okay. Great. 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 That's awesome. Now I know who you are. Thank you so much, Cindy. Cindy says you have such a good heart. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, I mean he knew we was applying for monetization. I can go back and show where we turned down originally, and I showed him the screenshot. Like a lot of the stuff that's being said, and I'm not going to say any specific names, but it's just complete fabricated BS. It's lies, and that's the thing. Like I have no reason to lie about stuff. Now will I make a mistake, get a date wrong, see something wrong? Like I remembered 50 and 100 the wrong way with one person and the other. Okay, my fault. Um, it is what it is. There, but boldface lying, like I would think that with everything that I've said and that's been vetted, that lying would be off the table. People wouldn't even think that. Um, here's a Mama Collins. Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. That's awesome. I appreciate that too. Jimbo, you take this channel where you want it to go. Just nobody. We are right here with you on what and wherever you decide. Thank you, not taking the jab. And I think honestly that's a big part of it. Like you know, too many chiefs and not enough Indians. I don't know if that's politically correct, but um, that's you know that's the way I've always heard it. When there's too many people who want to be in control, and it's like I gave him um, admin priorities or whatever you want to call it. I gave him admin capabilities in the StreamYard, and as soon as he got it, like you can probably remember, I've said several times. This may be where he says I was getting mean with him, or was Spooky says I was getting mean with him. But like I was reading, like I've got something highlighted right now, and I was reading it, and then boom, it's gone. I'm right in the middle of it, pow, it's gone. So, and I would be like, oh, I was reading that. What happened? Because I didn't know what happened, and forever and ever he didn't say anything. And then he started saying, my bad, my bad. Like, dude, if I'm reading anything, why are we cutting it off? Like, it just makes me look stupid. I never said that, but it did. It made me look stupid. I mean, I'm sitting here reading something that's gone. Like, what happened? So yeah, and I guess that was a mistake. And I wanted to try to set some guidelines. Like um, you know what, who does when. On the and we would have prompts for when he would talk and when I would talk, because so many times I would lead him into say something and then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, what'd you say?" Like he wasn't paying attention or you know asleep. Several times you guys had said somebody snoring. Well, my face was on camera. So yeah, there was somebody snoring. It happened a lot. Um, but it didn't work out. Wish them the best. Hope they do good. Um, if they want to try to smear me, it's going to be unsuccessful. Because all you can do is tell the truth. If you start telling lies, it's going to come back and bite you. And I've got so many things that I want to post, but I've got people, good, strong, solid people telling me, "Hey, don't even worry about it. Don't even post it." So I'm not going to. I'm not going to. So I know it's I'm not trying to be holier than thou or anything like that, but I'm trying to take the high road. And it's a shame that I have to talk about it so much. Like, it's every day. Like, is there nothing else going on in this whole world that's what we talk about? We've got to block Sarah from YouTube. She popped her little screen up there and showed me a few minutes ago that she was watching me on my live stream. You gonna bring your chair in? You want me to go get it?
Yeah. Why can't she watch? Is there something going on?
No, not right now. I'm just saying. You never know when something's gonna happen. Let me go get the chair. CB, you gonna stay in here? You gonna stay in here?
I'll be right back.
All right.
Drop some chickens. Come on, Lana. It ain't fair CB gets to come and you don't.
Come on, CB.
You see the table's done, honey?
Yeah, it's beautiful. She got her table done, the Pioneer Woman.
I gotta put the rest of the napkins in. I gotta
So I'm gonna sit over here and let Mama C sit over there.
Come on, babies. Come on.
Sorry I walked away from the chat if I missed anything, guys. Sit back up a little bit. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's why I'm not going to do it. It's so tempting because, just with my personality and the way I've grown up, like, backing down per se is just, it's nothing. It's hard. It's hard for me to sit back and, not defend myself.
What's going on?
Just all that stuff that's been, those recordings and stuff I've showed you today. People talking about money and.
I haven't heard it.
You wouldn't listen when I played it in the car?
Uh-uh.
She don't listen to me. So she don't even worry about it because she don't even listen. People,
I don't
here
pay.
you see what people are saying.
I
moves
need
kinda fast
glasses.
sometimes.
Did I bring my glasses in here? I
Probably
can't
not.
see without my glasses, so it wouldn't matter what they're saying about you. I couldn't
Christy
see.
Solo said, "Hey, Mama C, looking good." Cindy, hey, Mama Jimbo. Hey, Mama Collins from Gina. Thank you all. Thank you for the emojis and everything. It's
I
awesome.
think that they mainly talk out of their
Just go ahead and sit
buttholes.
down here. I'll play it for you.
I think they mainly talk out of their buttholes, so I don't pay attention to people like
Yeah.
that.
Now she's much better at not responding to people and not getting mad.
The only time I get mad is when people call my husband bad names.
Yeah.
And they make fun of him. Then that makes me mad because I don't care what you say about me. Just don't say about him or my kids, because then I get angry. I've always been like that. Even when I was going to school, you could say whatever you wanted to about me. Just don't say it about my older sister or my little brother or anybody like that. Then I was ready to. But as far as what they're saying about us, they're just making stuff up that's not true. So I laugh about it because you got to find proof of it first. And, they're just talking and they have no proof of nothing. Like my husband come in there the other day and said, they say there's a warrant for welfare fraud. Let me just tell you something. I would love to be able to get food stamps.
Yeah, you guys been shopping lately?
We make about $10 too much.
Yeah.
That's what they told me. I'm lucky that I get a medical card on my children.
Yeah.
So I'm one of the ones that
People are saying you're cute and beautiful.
Oh, thank you. But we're one of the couples who go out and I work doing everything I possibly can to make money. So I'm, as I said, I work too hard to get any help from anybody, and so I struggle.
Shits and giggles. I don't know if you're being facetious or trying to be mean, but this is my wife.
What'd she say?
I don't know if it's a she or a he, but dang, Jimbo, your daughter is smart.
Oh, honey, I'm 46 years old. I'm not.
Yeah, they know who you are. Some people are going to be like that. That's the thing.
I'm not worried about it.
I know.
Thank you for thinking that I'm young, though. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't get that very often anymore. I used to get it, but I don't anymore. You got close, you'd see all my gray hair.
So anyway, when I got home today, and I refereed, like I was actually trying to respond to people on my phone on the community page where they responded to where they responded to videos. There's my older son. Are
I'm
you?
on live with Dad. What do you need?
I need you guys to wake me up till
We'll wake you up.
I know you got a
can you wake me
birthday
up
party in the movies.
around
Okay,
Okay.
I got you.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
How about I wake you up at 11 and you go get a haircut?
I would like that.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
What, you don't?
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
You look like Elvis. Go on. Love you, buddy.
We'll take it as a compliment. We'll take it as a compliment. Yeah, just don't worry about it, guys. Yeah, it's the conspiracy theories are crazy, right, Ziggy? Like it's just without sounding like Ernie, is like, wow, literally. Let's see if I gotta turn that off. Nope. All right, but anyway, when I got home, I had my phone and I was, looking down. I was typing in messages and responding to people, and I fell asleep with my phone in my hand, sitting straight up. And then she said, "You need to go to bed." So I went around on my side of bed, and I said, "I'm gonna look at it for a minute," because my son came in. And next thing I know, she was like, "Okay, honey, it's time to go to bed. You need to lay down."
You
So-
fell forward.
She says I fell forward, but
You did.
anyway, she made me lay down, and
His
so I
son
took-
took his phone from him.
so I took a nap. And after the ball games, because I was hurting so bad, and so I laid down, stretched out, took a nap, and fell asleep. And I was like, I'm going to sleep for like an hour because we got to go to Walmart and we had to get some things for the kids. And next thing I knew, it was like 8:30. I was like, what in the world? I slept all night. She came in there and said, "You ready to go to Walmart?" I was like, "Yeah." I looked at my phone.
I knew what time it was.
So I said, "I'm going to have to reschedule." It might have been 8, but I said, "I'm going to have to reschedule. Like, we're not going to make it back from Walmart in time." And then we was at Walmart, and it takes forever. So I was like, "I'm going to have to reschedule again." So that's why we're late. She makes me late for everything now.
I'm late for everything. I told my children at my funeral they're not to bring me in to 20 minutes after everybody gets there. And they told me they would. I don't believe them, but they told me they would.
Shay said, "Tell her thanks for being willing to join you tonight. We really like her." Thank you very much, Shay. Thank you very much. Sarah, I know I'm nodding off when my phone drops on my face. I've done that in the bed. I lay there in the bed and I'm like looking at, YouTube comments, and then bam, my phone hits me right in the bridge of the nose every time. That's a bummer. That's a bummer.
There's a story about him falling forward one time. He had just got over COVID and he was real sick. And then I was still scared to death. And we went on a ball tournament. And he was having a conversation with me. And then I turn around. And then he's face first.
We were in a hotel.
Face first.
In the bed.
Face first to the floor.
I was in the bed.
It don't matter. You was still face first. Don't argue.
I fell asleep.
You don't remember it. Foggy memory. But anyway, I start screaming, "Oh my God, he's dead." Because at this time,
I thought somebody was dead in the room.
I had to smack him to wake him up.
You didn't.
Yes, I did smack you in the face. Ask your youngest son. My youngest son turned white. Because at this time, I was still staying awake to make sure he was alive because I was scared to death. Because he had the foggy memory, his sugar was sky high. He had just went back to the hospital and back home because of the stuff on his vessels his vessels busted in his legs, and we almost lost him again. So I hadn't been sleeping. maybe an hour a night if I was lucky. I would go to sleep, wake up, had my hand on him. I mean, I was a nervous wreck. So anyway, so he fell forward and I started screaming and I had to smack him to wake him up, even though he doesn't remember that. But I did. I didn't smack him hard because,
So, and a funny story, backstory is my buddy, one of his players, one of his kids was on my team, and he gave me a shot of bourbon down at the swimming pool.
That's
like
not good for your sugar.
a little
either.
shot of bourbon, like a shot.
It's not good for your sugar.
I took
buddy.
one shot of bourbon, and she thought that bourbon is what the reason why I passed out.
It's not good for your sugar. I told him not to do it. I'm a nervous wreck saying, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, it won't hurt me.
My
that
buddy-
man thing. And you're sitting there
My
going,
buddy wanted to take a shot of bourbon.
yeah, your kids still give him a hard time over that shot of bourbon. Don't give her daddy no more bourbon,
Shits and
please.
Giggles said, to stand up, I like the beautiful wifey combo. Can we please keep her? Hey, we might try to con her into coming on maybe once a week. You gonna come on once a week?
I can do once a week, but that's all. I have
There you have it.
My-
she'll come on once a week.
I have a job and it's called I Have Dogs
And kids.
and Children. And I'm shocked they're not in here 50 times going, what are you doing?
Where's Sleepy at?
I don't know.
I just want to get him up here.
My dogs are outside. These are my
Come
dogs
here,
too.
bud. Where you at, boy?
But most of my dogs are outside and they need mommy's love. I usually go out and sit with them. And
Here's Anna. She
Yeah.
jump up here?
no, she won't jump.
She's old.
She's
old boxer.
she's my boxer with no teeth and thinks that she can whoop everything in the yard.
She
And
got teeth.
does she? I'll check her. No, that's a friggin' scar from where she attacked.
She likes to pick fights with our Rottweiler.
Yeah, my full-grown female Rottweiler. She goes out there, and no, I don't say that right, and I'm sorry. But she goes outside. I let her out. The first thing she does is go kick dirt behind her and attack her. Now, she's on a chain right now until our building gets delivered up here, where they have a kennel that has a porch with a cover over it. And so right now she has to be on a chain. And this one will go out there and kick dirt. Now, a little bitty boxer, like she's one of those ones that don't gain a lot of weight. Like she's not thick because she's got anxiety so bad. She's on anxiety medicine because she has it so bad. And that's how we ended up with her. But she'll go out there and jump that boxer any day. I mean, jump that Rottweiler any day of the week, won't she? She jumped two pit bulls down here at the end of the road, and they hurt her pretty bad, but her buddy was with her. I have an Akita, a male, and he's solemn, so he got a hold of him. One got scared and ran in the house, and the other one, well, he got bit in the back, but he didn't hurt him. But let's just say they don't want no more Bodie.
Bodie's a bad dog. He's mean to other dogs when they cross it.
And the last time that Bella and her got into it, and he was close, he picked Bella up. Now she's about 120-pound Rottweiler, and he picked her up and threw her across the room to make them stop fighting.
Hey, Shay wants to know if you have a funny story about Ernie staying with us.
Oh, I have a lot of them. Let's see. There was a time when my kids were real little, and Ernie always talked on his phone all the time.
Like now.
I mean,
Just like now.
constantly talked on his phone, just constantly. And my kids had their own little phone, little things that they had, and they had this little repeating bird.
You guys remember the parrot that used to come on the iPhones, the repeating parrot?
And my kids thought, now they always, and they still do, like, we don't tell our kids about drama. We don't tell our kids about hate. We don't tell our kids anything that's going on. We don't believe that that's the right thing to do. We tell them that, they don't need to go nowhere with Ernie, that Ernie is sick.
Brittany, I missed the game tonight.
But anyway, they put that repeating bird on. And this is Ernie. We're going through the drive-thru at McDonald's to get all of our kids. And Ernie has always been like a kid to me. That's the way I treat him. It's like one of my kids. I always have. But anyway, we're getting everybody McDonald's, including Ernie. And the kids turn on that repeating bird. So that bird starts repeating everything Ernie says. And
Oh,
Ernie
man.
gets so mad as we're leaving. He says, I'm going to jump out of this vehicle if they don't stop. Make them stop.
Maybe that's what happened in the Hummer. You think?
I don't know.
When he jumped out of the Hummer, you reckon they had one of them repeating parrots?
I don't know. And then
Charles wants you to hear you say loyal.
Loyal.
Like Harlan County and say it. Loyal.
Loyal. Loyal. Yeah.
There you go, Charles.
And then there was a time that we had a funeral to go to. So I left Ernie there with his mom because she was on auction and stuff. But I left him there and I told him to watch the kids because, the kids looked at him as
Like a brother.
like a brother.
Older brother.
But I told Ernie before I left, I said, Ernie, put that thing you're charging over there, which was what was that? It was like a
It was a electric shaver, yeah.
electric shaver. I said, if you don't, your head's going to get shaved. Because my youngest son, he's a sweetheart now, but at that age, he was mean. So we go to the funeral. When we get home, Ernie's bald. I said, Ernie, why are you bald? Because when we left, you had hair. And he said, Hunter got that razor while I was asleep, and he shaved my head.
He shaved one strip, like right over his head.
But that ain't the funny.
Ernie had to shave the rest of it.
That's not the funny part. Then he looks at me and says, I'll watch Hunter any day. Now, Hunter's the one that shaved his head. He said, but I won't watch your daughter, Sarah, ever again. Not never again. I said, what did Sarah do? She come through there and said, he thought he was my boss. And I told him, he's a kid too, and he's not my boss.
That was the one that was in here earlier. She's much older now. She's the trunk daughter.
But yeah.
It was funny. I told when she came in here, I said, she's the trunk daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She thought I said Trump.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, I'm Trump. I'm the Trump daughter. Like, we're all Trump, but we all do actually, support Trump. I'm sorry, you Biden supporters, but it is what it is. Political views aside.
We just want cheaper gas.
Yeah.
She wants cheaper gas because she's not allowed to run around because gas is so high.
Yeah, it costs so much. So much.
She can't run to her boyfriends all the time because we won't let her.
Right. Well, Charles, he wasn't a child. He was an adult. Charles said it's sad Ernie didn't have legit parents. He had to rely on you two guys like that. But he was an adult. We treated him like a child because that's the way he acted.
Yeah.
And if you ask him to do something.
I agree, Cindy. I agree.
And if you ask him to do a chore, you might as well have asked my oldest son to do a chore. Because he wasn't doing it. I just get mad and do it myself, just like I do when my oldest son don't do something. I just do it myself.
Arkansas wants to know how many kids we have that drive. 2. My son that was just in here, he's 18. He'll be 19 in May. He graduates high school in May. Oh my gosh, gas is $6.50 in San Diego.
Oh goodness, we can't go there.
And my daughter Sarah, she's 17.
Now
she drives. My older boy that was just in here, that he don't like driving.
No, he's my 80-year-old kid.
He gets mad when when Sarah misses school. He gets mad because he gets up and takes them to school. Because once they started driving to school without a licensed driver having to be in the car with them, me and Mama C started sleeping in late.
Yep.
So.
And the good thing is when Sarah graduates, my youngest son will have his driver's license. So I still don't have to drive nobody to school.
Can we send Ernie a talking parrot just for fun? I'll tell you, he hated that thing. What was so funny about it is the madder he got. He'd start, the parrot would do the same thing. And
I don't know whatever happened to that parrot. It just disappeared.
They don't have it. It's not on the apps anymore. You can't download it. But I don't think.
That parrot drove him crazy. And the kids would laugh. They were little. They would just laugh at him. They thought the madder he got, the more they laughed.
My son, the one that came in here, when he was like a year old, Like he wasn't even really walking yet. When the what was that movie that he laughed at that big guy for? The Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
The
Yeah.
Incredibles. You guys with the dad, the super strong dad, when he would get mad, start bashing stuff, my son would just laugh and cackle. You know, like it was just the funniest thing watching him act like an idiot. Well, Ernie was at our house one day, and there was this website for my MMA show, and people would go in there and chat, kind of like the chat here. And somebody was in there talking about Ernie, and they said that B.J. Hickson would whip his butt. And Ernie got so mad, he went running through the house and I'll kick his ass, I'll bust him out, I'm gonna go get B.J. Hickson. He was just so mad, he was screaming and doing that. And here goes my son, buddy, just sitting on the couch, leaning back, he's just cackling and laughing, no teeth, just little gums, little biters out there, and he's just laughing. You can see him giggling like he laughed at Ernie just like he was Mr. Incredible. It was so funny.
Our kids
so
still
funny.
think he's funny. Like Ernie was asleep upstairs about the last time he was at our house, and my youngest son liked to torture him. Well, he
still does.
He liked to.
If Ernie was around, he'd torture the hell out of him now too.
They just like to see how, I don't know if it's torture or just wanted to aggravate him like you would an older brother if he come in. That's just the way they looked at him. They didn't look at him as company. They didn't look at him as anybody, but, oh, he's home, like he's been away to college or something and just come home, But he was asleep up there, and we were asleep. And the next day I find out, not by Ernie, because Ernie was gone when I got up. Hunter said, he got mad and left. I said, why did Ernie get mad and leave like that? And he goes, I put an egg on his head while he's asleep, and he got mad. I said, Hunter, why did you do that? That's wrong. Now, you can't be doing people like that. He said, Mommy, it was just funny. He put his hand in it after I did it. He smacked himself in the head,
Now, our kids, they still don't understand, what's going on with Ernie, and it's hard to explain to them like that. He's not the same Ernie,
Yeah, the older one that was just in here, like he's known Ernie the longest. And Thanksgiving came this year, and he came to me and he said, Mom, where's Ernie? He said he comes here for Thanksgiving. Mom, are you not going to call him?
Because he ain't never got nowhere else to go.
He's always came here because his family has always shoved him away. They've never wanted Ernie. Ernie's never been good enough for them. If you want to know the truth about Shelby and Ernie, they have always worshipped Shelby.
Yes.
And Ernie's never been good enough. No matter what he did or what job he's ever had, he's never been good enough. But man, you mentioned Shelby's name to any of them, and you would have thought that he hung the moon, even though he's always been in trouble and he's always been in jail. Ernie has never been good enough. And he's at our house for Christmas. He's always at our house for his birthday. And he wasn't this time. And then they all started asking me, Ernie's always here for his birthday, Mom. You make him a cake. Where's Ernie at, Mom?
Yeah.
Mom, ain't you worried? Like where's he at?
And then my daughter saw that Ernie and me going at it head to head on that. I think it was Ziggy's channel. Was it Ziggy? I believe it was. And she's like, what's going on? And I told her about Ernie's claiming to save kids and calling everybody a pedophile. And she was, then she told me the story that she told her mom and like about the Trump thing. And she said she thought he was playing.
She did. She really thought he was kidding around with her,
But and they knew I wouldn't have took it that way.
No, she didn't tell
That's
her
why
that.
it was not told to me, because they knew I wouldn't have took it that way. Shelby's not the oldest. Ernie's the oldest in the family. There's like 6 kids. And Ernie is the oldest in the family.
But they've all...
somebody said, does Mama Collins ever get mad enough to cuss? She is so sweet, and I can tell she has a very kind heart. You know, I didn't hear her cuss much, like really cuss. Not a bad cuss word anyway. When I say bad, I say F or GD. I never heard her say anything of that nature for probably the first 12 or 15 years we were married. But she's
I
got
have
this
to-
friend from Detroit,
Now.
and she has no filter. And Mama C has picked up some bad words, and she says
I'm working on it. I'm
she is-
working on it.
She is working
I only
on it.
cuss when I get really, really, really mad.
Yeah. She's had a few
I've
choice
had
cuss
some
words
words.
over this all situation.
I've had some cuss words on here to some women because I feel like he can't do nothing to a woman, but
And she knows I won't.
and I know he won't. So then I feel like, well, you should talk to me. And then I have something to say. But I'm also the type, I don't get on here. This is probably the first time I've ever been on I don't. Do you know what I use Facebook for? I watch pimple popping.
Yeah, that's.
I hardly ever make a post. You can ask my best friends in the whole wide world. I have 3 that are my best friends. We go out to lunch we go out one night, probably once a month. We go out to eat. We talk about our kids. We talk about the men in our life. We're boring. We don't go to bars. We go to a restaurant because we all got anxiety and we can't stand a lot of people around us at one time. We're not there to look for nobody. We just want to talk about our kids, talk about what's going on in our life, and then we come home. We're good. But anyway, I don't get on here and I don't run my mouth. But I'm the type that's
She did get mad at Evelyn Bovey though.
Yeah, I was going to see her, and I still will see her. She's known me for a very long.
She apologized.
I don't care. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you do.
I have. I don't want to fight her. I just need to talk to her because the thing with her is when she went to school, she got picked on a whole lot, and I never did like people picking on people. I didn't like it. I don't like bullies. Never have. And I would take up for her. I'd make people leave her alone. Evelyn got picked on a lot, and it wasn't fair, and it wasn't right. They'd pick on her over her weight. They would pick on her because, she didn't have much, And that ain't saying anything bad. It was a small town of Harlan. Most people didn't have jobs. She had stuff, but rich people can be mean,
Especially in like the people from Harlan though, like there's a big divide or difference made in the way people treat the well off and the not so well off. It's just it's a rural area in the mountains where there's very few jobs, and either you're poor or you're well off.
Yeah.
There is not a whole lot of in between.
Well, I'll give you an example. Me and Jimbo, we did the fights. We had money. Jimbo's always been known. He always had those well-to-do friends. I didn't like them. Not saying anything bad about them. I just didn't like how they treated people. But girls are different than boys. Jimbo always ran around with the uppity, as I call them. Sorry, honey.
They really didn't have any money. They were just they acted like they did.
But when they got word in Harlan, we were bringing the fights there, and everybody thought we had all kinds of money, and we did. We were okay. Not saying that we wasn't. Fights have been going for a long time, but we sold it to get out of it because the state stepped in and they started taking too much of it. But anyway, other story. But these people started sending me friend requests, and they started seeing me out in Harlan. They would stop and hug me, and I'm thinking, never spoke to me when we went to school together. What are you talking to me now for? But then I found out, oh, you want discount tickets.
Yeah, they wanted. I've run around with Jimbo for years.
And they would come to the door and they would say, well, I've known Jimbo forever. And I said, well, I'm glad you have. But the ticket prices are the same because I'm his wife.
Like one guy I played tennis with, and he,
Or that,
I'm not gonna say his name. Yeah, he's a good guy.
he is.
But I played tennis with him, and like he was really a friend of a friend. But he came to the door, and like he owned a tanning bed salon there, and he came to the door and was like, well, I play tennis with Jimbo. Can I get in for free? And she's like, well, or are you gonna let us tan for free? Well, that's my business.
But it ain't just
Well,
that.
so is
Some
the
of-
MMA is their business. So,
Some of them didn't even want in for free. They just wanted discount tickets, but they also wanted to buddy up with us because I guess they thought, we had money, so they needed to be nice to us now. And it just bothered me. They would send me Facebook friend requests, and I'm like, honey, like, at first I was like, okay, I probably need to be nice to them for the business that I'm in, and I do business in that small town, and their daddy does have a lot of pull, so kind of neat. But then I finally did, and I said, you know what, Jimbo can do this. I don't have to. I don't like to be fake.
yeah.
I have issues about being fake.
Yeah.
Jimbo's not being fake because he was good buddies with her brothers all the way through school. Unfortunately, I wasn't buddies with her.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I just felt like they were so mean to so many people.
And people can change when they get older.
People can change, but
I
they
think
didn't
people
want.
grow up and realize they've been mean to people as
I
kids
also
too.
think people think if you got money, they changed it. I'm just saying.
You don't know how many fights I wish I could take back that I had when I was younger. That
Now some of them fights were just because you wanted to miss 3 days of school.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's so many of them I wish I could take back.
I never did.
Charles Zager says, my house in Harlan is 2 stories and they thought I was rich. Listen, Charles, if you had a 2-story house in Harlan, you are rich. What are you talking about? No, Jen Alpha, Mama Collins has a memory like a dad burned elephant. That's for sure. Hello, oppositional. How are you? Good to see you. Glad you made it. I had somebody said a question about Sammer at Weedle. Is a rumor real about certain people having bad records? And it was somebody else in somebody else's channel chat. I don't want to get into mudslinging. I don't want to. So, if it comes out, it won't be for me. I don't know if there is or not for sure. I've heard rumors. I've seen things. But to me, a rumor is just that, a rumor. You can destroy people with rumors, man. Like, look at Jamie. They said Jamie was, pedo and said he did stuff with his family and he was selling kids. And, like, we know that's not true. But when you hear that kind of thing, it sticks in your head, especially if you don't know them. Then those rumors help you form an opinion about them, whether it's subconscious or not. You hear it and it's in your head. You can't unhear it. That's like when people say stuff in a jury trial and a judge or a lawyer says, strike that from the record. Okay, strike it, but you still heard it. Like you're going to go back there and you're not going to be able to say, well, this is the reason why I'm making this decision. But you still I'm sorry, I got distracted. But you still you form your opinion based on that, whether you admit it or don't admit it. You hear it, you think, okay. Kemper says a lot about money. Did you know he said that? Yes, I did know he said that. Said
what money?
Said somebody's not military. They're saying I took in a bunch of money and kept it and didn't send them nothing. It is no big deal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When we got this new house, like we got our taxes, and we bought some things for the kids, and I bought me a new computer. It was a MacBook Pro, but I've got a MacBook Pro now. That's what we're using right now. Matter of fact, you might want to get my plug in.
You want me to
plug this in? I got it.
Okay.
But but it was $1,500. It was $1,200. I got the cheapest one, It was $1,200 some dollars plus tax. I think it was $1,500 altogether. It was $12.99, I think, and then $15 altogether. I bought it in Knoxville. But when we got this house, we had to have, down payment, or not down payment, but first month's rent, deposit, and rent. So, we're looking at $5,000 basically, right? So I took my laptop back. I mean, if I'm rolling in the money from Cash App from Kemper or anybody else, then shame on me. And I don't have any bad habits. Like I said, I've never tasted tobacco in my life. I'm not down anybody who does, but I know it's expensive. Nobody here smokes. Nobody here uses tobacco. We don't buy drugs. We don't have any habits. Like if I did, I'd be honest with you about it. I'm not trying to be holier now. We don't have any bad habits. The worst habit we got with spending around here is Pioneer Woman.
Hey.
It's truth. It's truth. And I said truth with an F. I did say.
Hey. That's not a bad habit. That's making his house look good. Right?
Yeah, it makes it look good. Makes it look great.
I did his bathroom in it. He's not happy.
It is like when a person accuses somebody of vandalism without proof, thousands of people think you're guilty of a crime you didn't commit. That's right, Matt. When you're going to hurl accusations at people, make them right, man. Like, that's what I said about Ernie. Like, and there's people who want to make up and drum up falsehoods on Ernie. It's not even necessary. He's bad enough. He does enough stupid, ignorant stuff daily. You don't need anything. You don't need to make anything up. You just use Ernie. Just use the real Ernie. Use the facts. You don't need to make anything up, right?
Yeah, Tina's gonna feed him enough of that stuff to make him act crazy. Just give her a little bit longer. He ain't been there long enough. I told him she was
Mama
feeding.
said, don't knock her Pioneer Woman stuff.
It's okay. He'll sleep outside.
Yeah, we're Mama C, for anybody who's late. She's agreed to come on and co-host with me once a week. I'm gonna hold her to it too. But I'm just gonna let you guys know right up front. On those nights, we're probably gonna be late. We're probably gonna reschedule.
Or he can start and I'll just come in here.
I did that tonight after we were late already.
I can't help it. I know we're on time.
I know.
You'll have to tell me a different time.
That's what I need to do.
That's what your kids do.
If we're going on at 10 o'clock, I'm going to tell her we're going on at 7 o'clock. Because it's really about that.
You better not go on that early at 7 o'clock. I'm really busy at 7 o'clock.
We won't be going on at 7. I'm just going to tell you 7. Okay.
7 o'clock, I'm real busy.
No.
I'm real busy when the kids first come home, too.
It's cold here tonight. It feels cold. I think it wasn't actually that cold, but it just felt bitter out there to me.
I don't know. The boxer's laying in front of the heater.
It's 50 degrees.
Of course, she don't have no hair, so
It's 50 degrees, but it's going to be down to 36 before the morning. So
I'm waiting for this one to jump me.
Charles, she is way prettier than me. I know.
What are you doing?
She always will. Here's my daughter. This is the one who says you're the best daddy ever.
She's a real big daddy's girl.
Right, Molly?
She doesn't like her mommy.
I want food.
She wants food. See? This is why the Collins eat so late. What'd you say?
She's already had supper, too.
Are you hungry?
Like hours ago, yeah.
She's growing. She's
She
throwing the
had
shot
dinner
put.
at 6:30.
And it's 12 something.
It's 1. It's 1 a.m.
Oh.
Ready to go get you something to snack on?
I'm shocked you're not jumping on to me.
Why would I be doing that?
Your sister got a new comforter set and you didn't.
You want me to go get you one tomorrow, Molly?
Yeah.
They had a Paris
I'll
one.
get her one tomorrow.
I don't like Paris.
Oh, well.
She's not into Paris anymore.
I threw out my Paris.
Okay.
Maybe that's where all this Cash App went. Maybe I was buying Molly some stuff. They're saying hi, Molly.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Who's that?
Which one?
The one that said,
Misty C.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Misty C. Molly saw your comment.
Yeah, she's not blind yet like her mother.
Molly sounds like every kid everywhere.
Yeah.
Where's your sister at? She in sleep?
I think I'm doing it.
She put her mattress down? She fixed her bed?
No, he didn't do it. Haley did.
Well, somebody better have more anyway. Haley?
She missed her mom.
And two brothers.
I'm always snacking on something too. I got a little snack right here. You want some of these, Molly?
There's cakes in there.
Milk, mini eggs, like chocolate.
There's a brownie in there. I think I'm hiding from everybody. But you
Yeah,
have
there's
to-
a brownie, like cupcake with like a brownie thing
Your
with
brother's-
icing on it.
Yeah, your brother's
in
got
there.
friends
I
out there.
was gonna go on a diet.
You go on diet Monday, Molly.
You
That's what I
don't
always
need a
do.
diet. I don't know who called you fat.
Y'all think Molly needs a diet?
How did you
She's
find
talking about
that
going on a
out?
diet.
Your brother told me because he's ready to kill somebody down there.
Oh yeah, Scott.
Molly don't need to go on no diet. She needs to bulk up. She's throwing the shot put and the javelin and the discus.
Oh, JC already broke the record.
What
That's
you
all
got?
right. You can break that record. Yeah. Give you something to work
I
for.
think she got like 30.
On the shot put?
I guess I'm gonna let her have that. I'll go work on my javelin.
Well,
Yeah.
go on.
Work on that javelin.
Go get your brownie.
Go on.
Uh-oh. Look here. Here, somebody gave you $5 for a snack, Molly. Look.
Thank you.
Now everybody knows why I cook so late. I cook early. I cook late.
Is my
I'm constantly making them something to eat around here. They eat
oh, there it
constantly,
is. Finally came up.
don't you?
No diet.
Thank you, Arkansas. Can you say that, Molly? Arkansas?
Arkansas.
Yeah. Ziggy said, diet, oh my God, you're perfect.
She is perfect.
I think she is too, Molly. I
Some
think she
boy
is too,
called
Ziggy.
her fat at the skating ring.
He
What?
didn't call me fat. He called me chubby, but he meant it in a good way for some reason.
Who said that?
I don't know. Hunter was going
Where
to kill
was
him.
Hunter at?
Hunter was going to kill him, and Brianna was. They were both together going to kill him, but she wouldn't tell him who it was.
It's fine.
Even they got along. They were going to kill him together.
They
She
were
just-
they were ready to jump
Look here,
in. I was
Molly.
like,
Jotty Thompson said, Molly, you are your mama's mini-me. So beautiful. You can do it. She looks just like her. Yeah, you should see pictures of Thelma when she was Molly's age or younger, when they're pictures of them together. It's crazy. I mean, they look so much alike.
You look like me. You look like
No.
me.
Look here, Molly. This is in the chat. No diet, hush, little one. Tell that boy he's ugly and he can't fix that. That's right. That's right. Molly ain't care about boys anyway. Molly's a lesbian. She's a proud lesbian. So
Did you get my flag?
you know what I told her? She told me about it. She was worried. She was worried I was going to be upset.
I came out in the car.
And I was,
Best time to come out.
I told her, Molly, how can I hold anything against you for thinking women are beautiful when I think women are beautiful? So, you know,
Boys will call you fat if you
won't
won't
date
date
them.
them. No matter what size you are, they'll.
They're just bitter. Yeah, that was from Ziggy. She wrote that.
Thanks. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Ziggy? You getting Ziggy
Ziggy?
with it? Say get Ziggy with it.
Ziggy with it.
Say let's get Ziggy with it.
Ziggy with it.
Yeah.
They just walked by.
We got
Honestly,
every-
it's funny.
They got to let people up late. Love you, Molly. Look here, Molly. Love you, Molly. Just be you. No one can ever change that.
Aw, you're so sweet. Who is that?
I needed Sarah to go get
That's a
Pop.
secret chat. I'll tell you about that.
I needed Sarah to go get Pop.
Well, she.
She's not going to go get her boyfriend at 6 o'clock in the morning.
She was gonna drop Haley off at the 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going back home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'll take her garbage. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, right.
Can't live in this house at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll kill
Miss
her.
Molly.
Well, guys, you guys have been awesome tonight. We'll probably take Sunday off. Okay. Now, I'm not going to sign off just yet, but we're probably going to take Sunday off and I may get up and take the family to church in the morning. You guys wanna go to church?
Nothing wrong with that, Molly. Be you, beautiful Molly.
Oh,
Molly's
I'm
got
trying to-
fans.
I'm-
Put some hearts up for Molly for me. Look here, Molly. We're going to get some hearts up for you. Nicolina, my baby on here because she wants to be, because I brought her in here.
It was
You have an issue with that?
got an issue with me.
I'm sorry that hurt your feelings. It's Saturday night, 1 a.m. She's up. She's walking in here. We're not talking about anything negative, Nicolina. So this is a family chat. But I appreciate you coming in. Good to see you.
Thanks.
We ate late tonight again, too, by the way.
they ate early and late.
Yeah, we eat early and late. Yeah,
They'd already ate.
You know, people commenting negative stuff on your comments still shows you support because they're still commenting.
I thank you, Molly. Did you guys hear that? Tell them, Molly.
Did you guys know if you're commenting mean comments, that still gives him support?
Yeah, Nicolina, we're not talking about anything bad. Mama C's in here hanging out. We haven't said anything negative about anybody.
I feel you're probably
Not with my family here, anyway.
you're probably a great person. Don't mean anything against you, but like, you know.
Yeah, Molly is pretty smart. She's pretty smart for a 12-year-old, anyway.
Sometimes.
She's the smartest 12-year-old going on 25 that I've ever known.
Probably in fashion.
You
but
see
like,
all those hearts, Molly? Those are for you. See them all? Look at
thank
all
y'all.
those. Look at that.
That's so sweet. Oh, so sweet.
Look, we got some rainbow hearts too. Look at there. Molly appreciates the rainbow hearts. She knows what you guys are talking about. So, but anyway, like I was saying, we're probably going to take Sunday off and probably going to go to church in the morning.
Somebody.
I've had some rest today and I'll sleep in the morning.
True, Molly. Somebody said, I've seen before.
Okay.
Thanks, Molly. For a minute there, I thought
She was being, there it is,
considered.
condescending.
What was that?
I'll tell you what it means in a little bit.
No, get to bed, young lady.
Now get to bed, young lady. Yeah. Yeah. She's getting ready to go get a snack, I think, and then she'll probably go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, go home, get your snack, go to bed.
All right.
Go on.
Thank you, Kristen Solo. We do have 4 good kids. I appreciate that. So we have 4 kids. Yes, we have 4 living children. Our firstborn only lived 8 minutes.
Somebody said they're not being rude.
Oh, okay. Who was it? Nicolina.
Right there.
Okay, Nicolina. Nicolina was not being rude.
Good
Okay.
night.
Neither were we.
Good night, Molly.
All right. Well, I'm not trying to start anything. You
Go on. I love
know.
you.
Can I have a hug?
Yeah. Mhm. Oh.
Daddy gets hugged first. Ah.
Mhm. Mommy barely
Good
gets a
night.
hug.
Go get your snack. Go get your snack.
Go get a snack. Go to bed.
I think she squeezed me harder.
She does. She barely hugs me. I'm harder on her than Daddy is. So, I'm the enemy around here. They trick Daddy.
Right.
Daddy just says yes.
Right. I grounded Hunter for the stuff that happened with him getting in a fight at school. Took his phone, and 4 hours later, he had his phone back.
Well, you're harder on the boys than you are the girls.
Here we go.
You are.
Now you guys want to see it? You ready? You ready?
Those girls have him wrapped around his little pinky.
So do the boys.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
I take up for the boys. You take up for the girls.
I was letting Hunter go down there and work out yesterday, and you said no.
He ain't running around Corbin Town all day by himself. No.
He's a big boy.
No, he get in trouble, big boy. I let him go work out. Then his butt came home.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I haven't seen the chat. I've seen some comments, though. Don't be mean to Nicolina. We don't want to do that. It just feeds hate and anger. We don't want to do that.
As far as my kid coming in here and telling me she's getting something to eat. I never tell my kids they can't get up and get a snack or they can't get up and get a drink of water once they go to bed. You know, we all get kind of hungry if we wake up or we're sitting in our room. They're off for spring break. They don't have no school next week.
They don't have bedtime either right now either.
And they don't have a bedtime right now. Like, she's been skating. She came home. You know, I fed them before they went skating. You know, she wants a snack. I don't, you know, they're off for spring break all week. So they're probably going to be up all week late.
Yep.
You know, we'll go back on our schedule next Sunday and they'll go to bed. But that night that, you know, all of them were asleep that one night that I brought him supper in here because I'd already fed them. I was just feeding us something.
Oh, you don't have to explain that.
We
eat late a lot. We're, like I said, we get home after school activities a lot, like 8, 9, 10 o'clock sometimes.
Well,
no, she's not dating at 12 years old. Nope. You heard me incorrectly.
Absolutely not.
Nope. Yep, you heard incorrectly. She went skating.
Yes.
She went skating, and boys were trying to hit on her, making her mad.
And her older
and calling her chubby.
Her brother was down there with her, and there is an old lady that runs that skating ring. And let me tell you something about that old lady.
Molly just sent me a text. She said, "Tell my fans I said good night."
That old lady that runs that skating ring, she watches those kids, and if she catches them hugged up or anything else, she will take them by the shirt collar, bring them over and sit them down, and she will call you.
Thank you, Nicolina. I don't think she's chubby either. She's talking about wanting to go on a diet and everything else. And she's now, when she was a little baby, she was a little chunky monkey. She was. But, you know, she's not been chubby in a long time. She grows up and she's grew up tall and beautiful. And, you know, I was worried about having to beat the boys off of her, but she beats them off herself because she don't want boys. So,
but that old lady that runs that, like, she don't let the kids leave the skating ring. They're not allowed to go outside. She stands there and waits on you to pick them up. Like, he's like a warden when you drop them off.
Yeah. Yeah, all babies are chubby pretty much. Yeah. If they're not, they're usually unhealthy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think she's beautiful too. I think she's pretty. She's a pretty girl.
Both of my girls are pretty.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Sarah's beautiful. Sarah we do have to worry about boys with, so it's tough.
She's not allowed to go on an unsupervised date. Her boyfriend can come here or they can go to his house. But if they go to the movies, I go with them. They go out to eat, I go with them.
Voice is a reason. I hope it is, Nicolina, because I don't know if she heard me last night. Like, I apologize to you at the end of my live stream, and you know, for getting loud and cussing on your show. Ground her for life. But you know, and I'm sincere with my apology. So, you know, I don't want to use YouTube for mudslinging. I'm here for calling out facts and truths. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I felt like I was getting rude too, and I'm not going to make excuses. I said I'm sorry. I apologize. So, you know, that's all I can do. I can apologize, and then you can accept or decide not to. It's up to you. I'm sorry. So there, yeah. But you know, I'm right back on the trail I was on before everybody wigged out, and I'm doing the same things I was doing then. You know, just so distracting having being told, you know, all the negative stuff that I get told daily. Who knows? Shut up. Oh, talking to who knows. Hello, Jamie. We got other content creators coming in. Hope you guys are having a good night. Let's see. Moon Ray, I'm sorry, some coward is deleting your comments for some reason. I don't know what comments are getting deleted, but we're not going to do anything negative in here, Jamie. So if it's a negative comment or something, you know, that's going to cause a bad reaction, we're deleting it. So, you know, this is we're having fun this weekend. We had a lot of fun last night. We're having a lot of fun tonight. So I don't know. I don't know. Then it's being portrayed as negative, or the mods wouldn't be getting rid of it. I assure you, they're not cowards. They're all female, every one of them. So, you know, I don't know why you would call them a coward. They're not afraid of anything. You defended Nikki. Yeah. Well, she came in and the first thing she said was, you know, why is that girl up this late or something like that, or why is your child in here? Well, she's my child, and we're having a, you know, family discussion, and it's been wonderful. Put a heart up in the chat if you think it's been wonderful so far, and nothing negative. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not your enemy, Jamie. Never have been. You know that. Yeah, I didn't disrespect Jimbo. I didn't say you did. I'm sorry but somebody's deleting it because they think it's being bad. So get all them hearts. It's all been good. All been love. It's all been great. You know what? We may have the boys come in here one night and chat with them. Next time Mama sees on, we might have Hunter and his bushy hair come in here.
Oh Lord, don't tell him what he'll say. I'm sorry up front. He's my wild child.
Yeah. You know, it's you know, honestly, if you look at the history of what goes on, and I'm not just saying from certain people, I'm saying from all sides on everything on YouTube. You look at the history of what goes on, and generally, when a group of people come in together who have been actively downing another person, it's to troll or to start trouble. And the mods of this channel are just being really, really, I don't know, alert about it. And they're not going to let it happen. So if it's borderline, if they think it's, and you know, they have the permission to do that. If it's borderline or they think it's going to be bad or they think it's going to get a bad reaction out of me or anybody else, they're going to take it off. And then it don't make them a coward, you know. You know, we're not going to do the screaming, cussing, fighting here. We just ain't going to. People want it. People want to see it, but it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen.
There's no point in it.
No point in it whatsoever. I know.
It's just loud and annoying.
I don't know about what we're saying Arkansas did or didn't do, but like I said, man, she's always been good to me. Always, 100% good to me. I don't know. Hang on a second. Mama C and Jimbo, how did you two meet? Oh, you want to hear that one?
That's funny.
You want to tell it?
Okay. Well, my sister invited some people up. You can only see half of my face. Can you fix
I'm trying
that?
to fix it. Come on, scoot over here a little bit.
My
Get a little closer.
sister invited some friends over, some guys' friends over. And I had some of my friends over too. But at the time, I had staph infection in one of my eyes. But she had told me that Jimbo said he thought I was cute. Jimbo wasn't coming to see me. He was coming to see my best friend at the time. So I liked him. and I didn't want him to do anything with my best friend. So I had my little sister and brother there at the time. So I made them torture them so they couldn't do anything.
I
So
was a young Christian boy. I wasn't going to do anything anyway.
whatever, shut up. But anyway, so he left that night or whatever, and then I guess about a week later, 2 or 3 days later, I don't know.
A
Few days later, I get a phone call at my house looking for her.
I knew she wasn't there.
He knew she wasn't there, and we started talking, and that's where it went from. I lost that friend. Still to this day, she doesn't talk to me. She hates me. And that was 32.
Because she missed out on this.
That happened 32 years ago. And we're still not friends, not even on Facebook. You would think she'd forgive me by now, but no, she won't. And that's how we met.
Alicia Kensler said, Mama C, I picked up two Pioneer ice cream scoops earlier today and thought about you. I have red floral kitchen set.
Yeah, I have those. One's a little one and one's a big one, right?
The ice cream scoopers.
Yeah, the ice cream scoopers.
Yeah.
Well, you have both.
I know.
You're a very good husband. I've told you that very many times.
I know. We got all kinds of Pioneer Woman stuff, don't we?
Mm-hmm. We almost bought the can opener that you twist tonight, but I wanted those pillows instead. I'm sorry. You'll get those for me eventually, and I'll remind you what a good husband you are.
Maybe I should have took that money when they tried to pay me today for reffing.
You turned down money?
Yeah, I told them to put it with their youth program. What's wrong with that?
Oh, that's a good thing. Yeah, we should do that. That is a good thing. I'm glad you did that.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
You're welcome. But I could have bought some more Pioneer Woman stuff for that.
You could have, but we'll get blessed over for it. Don't worry.
Oh, I know we will.
Then you can buy some Pioneer Woman stuff for that.
Actually, I've slowed down just a little bit. There's some other stuff we need here.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm. I try to stop sometimes, but she's coming out.
Yeah, she said, LMFAO, she said you turned down money. Yeah.
They, this time of year, she comes out with all of her spring stuff. And she really upsets me because she comes out with spring stuff, fall stuff, Christmas stuff, summer. I mean, she just keeps coming.
Yeah.
And every year she changes it.
Yeah.
And I wish she'd stop because
you don't.
Every year I buy it all.
You don't wish you'd stop.
I have every one of her comforters.
If you wish you'd stop, why don't you just go get rid of some of the old stuff?
No. Why would I get rid of it?
She don't wish you would stop.
Why does she think I'm going to get rid of it? Every time she comes out with a new plate, I buy
Giggle
it.
said, get her the damn red pillows already. You could have put them in the buggy. You know we would have got them.
Red pillows.
Yeah.
I did
Pioneer Women pillows.
I did get the pillows.
We do got them? Well, there you go. There you go. We do have them.
We got the pillows. We just didn't get the can opener for $8. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I give him a break for one day. But if I go to Walmart tomorrow, I'll get the wine and can opener. I don't know why. I won't never
Wonderful.
use it. But I have never seen it before.
Wonderful. You see what you guys do? You create a monster right here.
This monster.
Now she's going to say, I can just see it now. If we don't get this Pioneer Woman thing here or there, she's going to say, well, when I go on your live stream, I'm going to tell everybody you wouldn't let me have it.
No, I just wait when he's busy, and here I disappear. And I go get it.
Look, Christy Solo said, Mama C, you stole him. LOL. Thank you. Yes, she did. Sort of.
Well, I was
me and that girl weren't boyfriend and girlfriend.
No, they wasn't. It was totally just something else. And she had another boyfriend.
We were friends.
But another thing is I was a lot better girl than her. She had a reputation and I did not.
True.
So
now you got a reputation. Married to me. Mm.
Yeah, first boy I ever went on a car date with. Still with him.
Yeah.
So, 32 years later, still right here.
Married for 29.
Been married for 29. We were married 10 years before we had our first baby.
I agree, Arkansas.
I have no,
Pioneer woman has too many patterns for me too.
and I
Oh,
have
flowers.
we have planned our old age together, and everything is
Look here.
what.
Chaotic Beauty and Crime says there's $10 for Mama Collins can opener.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's a winding one, you know.
Winding? You mean like
I never seen them before. I have so many knives here. Oh, if somebody breaks in, they're dead.
you gotta get to them first?
Well, they're sitting everywhere. I have finally run out of room to put them. She comes out with the awfulest, prettiest knife sets you've ever seen.
Yeah, we've seen them. We've seen them.
I know you have.
I just don't get that excited about the
He don't get
Pioneer woman
excited
stuff
about
anymore. Is
nothing.
that
When,
Bodie out there?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Is it a deer?
maybe. I just seen something. Might be in a reflection behind me.
But he doesn't get excited about the house stuff. He only gets excited about the sports stuff.
She said you're very welcome. Yeah, it's too early for me too. Arkansas.
He only has, I will tell y'all this, he has one job in this house. That's the only job that he's ever done in the whole time we've been living together. His job is to clean out the refrigerator. And the
she
only,
really does all, like 100% of the household chores. She does.
and that's because
Come here, boy.
I'm old fashioned.
Come here.
I guess I was raised old fashioned. I don't believe that if you have a good man who works and makes a living, that he should have to do anything.
Now we got all big dogs except for this one.
Oh yeah, that's the only.
He weighs about 4 pounds. He's a Pomeranian.
and he thinks he can whoop them all.
Yeah, he's the meanest dog we got. He wants to fight everything. Wants to fight them all.
He's never had to do laundry. He's never had to. Well,
I did laundry once.
He did laundry once. That was the worst mistake ever. There were powders all over them clothes.
I didn't have to do it again.
No, I wouldn't let him.
I never had to do it again. You want to get down, buddy?
But
But
that was just the way I was raised. That's the way my grandmother was. My mom was. That's the way I am. That's the way my sister, my older sister is. You know, my baby sister. There's something mentally wrong with her, but we won't talk about her. But
not nothing wrong with her.
she's mentally ill. But she got mental problems. I'm not kidding.
No.
Somebody needs to admit that child. But you know, I just never have asked him to do anything. I don't want him to. If he does it, I get mad at him. Then I want to fight because he makes me feel like I'm not good enough.
CB's not a butthole, Charles. He's just he wants to fight all the dogs, and then we got to like pry him out of their mouths because just about every dog we have can probably swallow him with one bite.
Well, what they do is they pick him up in their mouth and they hold him.
Hakuna Matata said I could listen to her talk all night.
Oh, thank you.
Believe me, no, you couldn't. I do it a lot, and it's.
He don't like me talking about when I get started on my family.
Crafting through the lies is a Ray Dunn kind of lady. Pioneer woman is too colorful. Your wife is beautiful. Thank you, Crafting. I appreciate that. Now that Ray Dunn used to be really popular too. Did you ever get any of that?
Mm-mm.
That Ray Dunn?
I never did click with
Melissa
that.
used to have that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and I never would buy it off of her. She tried her best to sell me that stuff, and something about the pattern of Pioneer Woman caught my eye, and it has to do with the country look. Like, I don't buy her sets, I buy pieces. Like, I don't buy a set of dishes. I buy one dish and then another dish. And I have all kinds of different dishes. I don't like to buy the sets. When I buy the skillets, I'll buy one colored skillet and another colored skillet. I don't have anything that's not hers in my kitchen now because she started making cookie sheets and baking stuff. So all my iron skillets are hers now. All my baking things are hers. I got rid of everything that wasn't hers. So everything in my kitchen is Pioneer Woman now. Even all my flippers and all of that.
They said if I'm not listening, you just log on here, they'll listen.
Oh,
Chaotic Beauty and Crime said my 8-pound min pen is the same way with my Dobermans and Pit Bulls. We had 2 of them min pens one time. Remember them?
yeah, we couldn't catch them.
Goodness gracious, you let them out to go use the bathroom, and they was like shot out of a cannon. Pew! It's different directions, just gone, and they were hard to train. We eventually had to give them to somebody, didn't we?
Yeah, we found them good homes. We just couldn't. We lived on a very busy road, and I was afraid they were going to get hit by
They
a
would
car.
run out of the house, and they, would do all their own stuff before they would come back, and you couldn't catch them.
Now we live in the middle of the woods, so
Yeah.
if they got out of here, they would be fine.
Yeah, we got 14 acres of woods. It's awesome. We love it here. We love it. That's why I was willing to take back my laptop.
Yeah, we do have 2 Rottweilers that guard the house at night, though. So our 6-month one is as big as his mommy. I'm dreading to see what he looks like when he gets full grown.
Crafting through the lies said, it's expensive, but you do it like drugs. You buy all you can find, and it sells fast.
It does. Like, I bought that one bathroom rug, and there was a whole stack of them there last night.
I think you talking about Ray Dunn, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Someone get that man a Redskins hat. What? Again with the Cowboys. That's my team. I did get me a new shirt today, though. It's an autism shirt. Let's see. Can you see it? In a world where you can be anything, be kind.
Yeah.
So
my best friend has a daughter who has autism, and she's like one of my babies. I love her to death. I'm not one of the only other people that can keep her because she's hard to keep, but her mommy is one awesome mommy. She has always kept her, and she takes very good care of her, and that is her baby, and that is her whole world.
Chaotic Beauty and Crime, I would love to have a Raiders hat. If I find one that's cool enough, I'm going to get one.
You don't.
I don't have a Raiders hat. I love their logo. And one of my best friends, one of my best friends, and he's in my book, by the way, just a really amazing guy.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
He's a big Raiders fan. So the Raiders beat the Cowboys this year, and it was a screw job. We got screwed.
They always get screwed. If he loses, the refs didn't do their job. It's the same way when Kentucky loses too, I've learned. Me and the kids stay away from him when the Dallas Cowboys and the Kentucky Wildcats are playing. We just stay out of there because, we just don't want to go in there. We just leave him alone.
It's bad. I get loud.
And if the kids have company over, they warn them before they come. Now, if Dad's watching the Cowboys or if he's watching the Kentucky Wildcats, just don't pay attention to him. He's not going to do nothing to nobody.
I scream at the TV like a madman, like they can hear me, and like I actually know more than somebody who makes $100 million playing football. So, yeah.
Well, he's got 2 artificial discs in his neck.
Oh, yeah, and I'm real bad to smack my forehead.
And his doctor that put the disc in his neck, told him, because I told on him for basketball games of hitting himself in the head.
My second disc is because I smacked myself in the forehead.
Yeah, he smacked himself in the head so hard
at
a ball game that he made his fingers go numb because it was pinching, like his spine is pinching, like it's going to cut his spine in two. He's got he's got 4 of them like that. Okay. Eventually he's going to have the other 2 fixed, but we have to wait till he loses his fingertip touches and stuff like that before they do.
Yeah, they don't want to do any more surgeries right now unless it's absolutely necessary.
But he had to have the second one put in because my loving husband decided to get upset at his ball team, his teenager ball team, or a ref, whoever, I don't remember who it was, but he took his hand and hit himself so hard in the head that he jarred that spine.
Nicolina, my wife, is dyslexic and she doesn't pronounce things or say things the right way a lot. she meant my spinal cord. She's not a doctor either. But yeah, she didn't mean my spine in two. Charles, I'll let my wife answer that. Has Jimbo ever been ejected from a game?
Lots. Lots. He even had a ref follow him all the way out the door, blowing the whistle. And I thought, and they're good friends, and I thought they were going to get into a fight. Yeah, it was bad. Why is she making fun of the way I talk?
I don't know, because you said spine and said spinal cord.
Oh,
She's going to say other things that don't make sense to you too, but
I'm sorry.
that's just the way she talks, and the way she understands things is different. So yeah, but she's definitely not a doctor, not an expert.
Wow.
She was
Why
just
is she
saying.
being so negative on me?
I don't know.
Oh. I'm sorry if you don't like the way I talk, and if I mess up, I'm sorry for that too. But sometimes I don't say things the right way. But anyway, he hit his neck that hard that he had to have a artificial disc put in his neck. So he still has to have 4. He still has 2 more to do before he's done with his neck. And they can't do anything about his back because of all the tissue that's back there from the surgery he had when he was in his 20s.
Crafting, her name is, was that who asked? Her name is Thelma. Her name is Thelma. Old granny name. She refused to name any of our daughters after her because
I did give one,
her name's old school. She
Yeah.
gave her oldest daughter her middle name.
my middle name, but there is no reason to give someone my first name. I was named after my grandmother, and I love my grandmother. It was my dad's mom, but there is no reason to pass this name.
Yeah, it's an old school name. You don't hear it a lot anymore. Was it Ern Louise? No, no. There is actually no Louise. There's Thelma never had no Louise.
No.
I guess if she's got a Louise, it's me. Her name. She said her name is Tamari. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty, yo.
I think it's pretty too. Yeah.
I tried to.
I'd never heard that name like before you. I'd never heard that name. I think it's unique and I think it's cool.
I actually kept simple names for my kids. I named our oldest one after his daddy, of course, and then
I wanted to name them all something, and she wouldn't let me.
he wanted to name all after him, and I wouldn't let him. No,
George Foreman did.
I don't care what George Foreman did. You're not George Foreman, and I
So?
wouldn't let him do that.
See what I go through?
I named Sarah after a friend of mine that I had when I was really young. And I always thought she had the prettiest name ever. I thought Sarah, and I spelled it like she spelled it, Sara, with no H. And my daughter will get vicious if you put an H on her last of her name. Like she will get mad.
Yeah, she gets mad. It's spelled Sara. She
Yeah.
gets so mad when somebody puts a name.
She will tell
I'm like, Sarah, it's still pronounced Sarah.
like she will tell her teachers, do not put an H on the end of my name. That is not how it's spelled. But
No, Charles, I didn't want to change the names. Like I didn't want the girls named anything with femalish. I wanted them to have my name.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
I wanted them all named James.
Now do you understand why I said no?
What's wrong with that?
No.
You can call a girl Jimmy. It's very common.
No. That's what I said to him. No.
Could add James the second, James the third, James the fourth, and James the fifth.
We had, and with Hunter, we had a fighter that we heard his name, and his name was Lauren. And we liked that name. And
Lauren, my son's name Lauren it's not spelled like the female Lauren. It's Lauren, Loren.
yeah. And the reason he has Hunter is because Hunter decided that mommy needed to carry him a lot longer than she did any of the other children.
Yeah, like she was like 2 weeks over.
See, I have to have this stitch to keep them up in there.
It's called a cerclage. She's got an incompetent cervix. When she gets pregnant, they have to sew her cervix together. It's called a cerclage.
Yeah, and usually when they take that out, I usually have the baby in about a week or two. Not Hunter, no.
Now with the other three, like it's almost immediately,
Yeah.
a day or two.
Not
Yeah.
with Hunter. Hunter decided to stay into mommy for another month. Yeah, he tortured me. I ended up going in labor at a show.
Fighting event, a mixed martial
Yeah.
arts event.
And it wasn't just any show. It was the most busiest show we had. And I was so much pregnant that I couldn't go check the venue out before we went. And that was the nastiest venue I'd ever rented in my
It was
life.
awful. It was so awful.
And I called the guy and I said, "Is this venue nice?" And he said, "Well, they rent it for weddings." So, I was just assuming this was a nice place. Let me tell you, I don't know which heathens rent that for a wedding, but
There was big, like 10-foot penises drawn on the walls and everything. It was stupid.
I get there, and when you're that much pregnant, you wobble. You're miserable and you want to kill somebody. And I really wanted to kill that man that day.
She was mad.
I'm
She was
hurting and I'm miserable. And then here comes these men with guns on us. They're not guns. They're them things that shoot BB pallets at you. Said they heard they was fights down there. And I said, yeah, they will be later in a cage.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine, I love her. She made a phone call to the governor and he made them leave us alone. She's such a sweetie. And they went away, thank God. But anyway, that's why he got the name Hunter, because I hunted for him for so long. And I tell him that every time I speak to him. But now he's a mommy's boy. Very much so. He's like my sidekick. If I stop, he'll hit me. But he's my baby. But now Molly got her name. His mom was alive, and she always said if she had a girl, she was going to name it Molly Evangeline after
my two grandmothers, one on my mom's side, one on my dad's side.
And I aggravated her to death, to the point she wouldn't speak to me.
We even named her something different.
Yeah, we did. Madison Page.
Madison Page. We named her when she was born.
Yeah. I rolled over and I told him Madison Page. And then I rolled back over and I looked at Jimbo and I said, let's just name it Molly Evangeline for your mom, And he said, okay. So I rolled back over to that nurse and I said, I want to name her Molly Evangeline. Now, that's how she got her name. But the funniest thing is when you go to the family reunion in Alabama, if you say Molly, about half the crowd turns around and goes, what?
Yeah, they're all named after.
Everybody's named Molly.
Benny's nipple. I highlighted on the screen for you there, buddy.
But my kids are my world. And my husband is my world. My family is all that I live for. And making them happy. And I wish that people on here would just leave my family things in my family alone. What goes on in here is about things that are bad.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
That's what he's talking about.
Like things with Ernie, that's what this started for, was to make people understand about scams and stuff. But my family has nothing to do with that. Our trauma in our life has nothing to do with that. And we've worked really hard on our marriage, and we've lasted a very long time, and we're going to keep lasting. We have a plan for when we retire. We're going to move to Florida. We're going to we want to get us a townhouse or a condo or something that we can leave our kids instead of a house in Kentucky, but none of them won't. We want to leave them a vacation home instead of a place where it's cold for a lot. I don't want to. What they said on here is not fair.
It's not fair to my kids. They don't know, and they don't need to know. You know, we can't even argue around Sarah, my oldest daughter. If we
I'm going
if-
to hold on to her.
if we do, she has a panic attack. My kids worry that their mom and dad are not going to be together, and we've assured them that's never going to happen. You know, people today, they go and they get married. You know, the first thing I tell them is it's not a fairy tale. Don't go into it with like a fairy tale. You know, it's a hard job. You know,
When we argue, we text argue.
yeah, it's really fun because I'm dyslexic
Yeah.
and I'm mad, so
But
I really don't say anything right.
But I speak fluent Thelma,
Yeah,
so I know.
his family does too.
Yeah.
But about that too is I went to a school that didn't care about me.
Thank you, Crafting. Thelma's a great lady. You can hear her heart, and that's so rare. Thank you.
But anyway, like my kids are scared that we're not going to be together. We've assured them that that's never going to happen. But anyway, people ask us advice. I tell them before they get married that don't go into it thinking it's going to be easy. You know.
Yeah. Our theme song is I don't know if you've ever heard it, but I never promised you a rose garden.
Yeah. You know, I made a mistake, and if I could take it back, oh my God, I would. My husband didn't do anything. He didn't deserve it. All they did was tell something on me of my worst, weakest, stupidest moment of life. And my kids don't know about it. But he's big enough to forgive me. And we've worked really hard to forget that person and forget that name. And here they are. They posted it on something that we haven't mentioned that person at all. I hate
in years.
that
Yeah,
name.
we don't even say the name. Like I've got friends with that name. One of them is a very good new YouTube friend, and it's hard to say it.
Yeah, like I hate that name. Like
But,
I can't stand it.
Hakuna Matata. We text argue too, and I'm ADD, and when he writes a book, so I miss half of it, and I respond with 5 words, which makes him more upset. Vicious cycle. Does that sound familiar?
Mm-hmm.
Like I write, and then she'll send me back something like okay, or never mind, or I'm going to bed, or just something that really makes me mad.
Listen, what makes him really mad is I'll just go off and then I'll just shut up.
Yeah.
I won't say nothing back.
She'll say something, like to get me going, and then not another word. Silent treatment. Oh man, that runs all through me.
But I hope those two, got what they thought they were going to get. I hope that whatever they thought they were going to achieve from that, they did. It upset me in a very bad way.
It really bothers her because she had kind of befriended the man, the male who would call, and I'd put him on speaker, and they would end up talking. Any of you who've called me and I put you on speaker, Mama C's interjects, and then you guys start talking, and I hush for a while. Same thing happened with him, and I would be there listening, but like the conversation was between them two, and they was kind of friends, like all good, but she felt really, really betrayed by that.
I'll tell you a story. Jimbo got that new computer, and
Don't say his name.
And I said, "Why don't you send your old one to that person?"
Yeah, she wanted me to send this computer I'm using right now to him.
And he said, "That's an Apple computer." And I said, "I know, but you should just do that." And we had talked about it, but we ended up having to take that one back. And, I don't know. And I talked to the female too, and I was like, what did I do? Because I didn't feel like they were attacking him. I thought they were attacking me. Me. What did I do? That's what I kept asking everybody that called. I was like, what did I do? I wanted to know what I did to them. As evil as Ernie is, as evil and mischievous as he is, he still didn't do that to me.
No.
He still didn't do that to me.
God bless you. It's nobody's business what makes you or what mistakes you are made. Thank you, Millie Moo.
But anyway, I didn't want to bring that up. It bothers me a lot.
You're right, Charles. He is really a piece of crap. And then, I mean, you look up that guy's record, the guy that we're talking about, not my old partner, but the guy who's the drama's built around. The dude's been like arrested like 70 times. Like he's a dirtbag, scumbag, piece of garbage. You know, and like I said, there's been, it's been settled the way men used to settle things, and that's, with their fists. I don't expect to ever hear a word from him again.
But I will tell you this, I've been married longer than anybody in my family. 17 years is the record.
We got 29 and counting.
I don't think we have any friends that are even close to us now because Brian
was like, I think they got divorced at 20, 22,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Well, they got married twice, though. Does that
They're showing you
count?
some love, hugs and hearts. Shows.
Oh, thank you. But they got married twice. Does that count?
Yeah, no.
They got
still-
divorced and got remarried, and they're trying to add that in there, and I don't think it counts. They
Let's
got
start
divorced.
over. It's a start over, right?
Yeah. Well, they got divorced again too, so it's
Still, they got-
stopped now.
still, they're combined is like 23 years. Something like that.
Yeah.
Millie Moo I'm getting married in September this year after 11 years together. That's awesome. Congratulations. That is awesome. I'm not discouraged with marriage at all. Like, I couldn't imagine not being married to my wife. I wouldn't even want to be here.
No, we're happily married. Don't get me wrong. I'm just when new people ask me about it, that's when I say, don't go into it thinking, these young girls, they go into thinking, oh, it's going to be easy. No. There's going to be problems.
Ziggy said, I love you two on here together. One of my favorite streams you've had. Thank you, Ziggy.
It's just not going to be easy. You can't divorce them because their feet stink.
Yeah, there's going to be, there's so many people that get a divorce. Are you saying my feet stink?
No, his feet don't stink. I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying that's an example I was giving.
There's so many people who get married, and it's super easy to get a divorce now. Super easy. Like, and a lot of people have a reason to get a divorce. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's super easy. Like, people get in a fight and they don't work it out. They don't even talk about it. And a lot of it's not even, there's no cheating involved. It's just a fight. It's just an argument, and they can't get through it.
Well, this is another thing that's a no-no in marriage, is you don't involve your family. If you get in a fight, don't call your mama. Don't call your daddy. Don't call your sister.
I wish divorce is okay for farters.
You handle it yourself, because the worst thing you can do is pick up the phone and involve your family.
Yeah, don't drag nobody else into it. Because then you get feelings from outside, and they don't let them go when you do.
Yeah.
They remember what you did to their daughter or to their son or their cousin or their sister or brother. Remember, and they hold it against you a lot longer than your loved one who forgives you. And that's another thing. If you don't have the ability to forgive somebody, marriage probably is not a good idea, because forgiveness is huge. And that's not just, like I said, that's not only with an affair or a slip up, anything. You have to forgive people being hateful, being in a bad mood.
Hateful.
Being in a bad mood. It happens. People are going to say ugly things and mean things and hurtful things. It's the more you get, the closer you get, the more comfortable you feel with saying things that you normally wouldn't say. And I include bad things in that, because, you're not going to walk up to a stranger and say, I feel like you did me wrong. Screw you, man. But somebody you love and you've been with for 5 or 6 years, 7 years, you're going to tell them how you feel. And if you can't take that and you can't forgive it, trust and forgiveness. You're right, always, love. And if you can't forgive, then marriage probably is not going to work because there's no such thing as a perfect marriage.
And I'll tell you something else that people do. Now, my sister told me this. This is an example. Don't have a baby when you first get married. And the reason I say it like that is because babies are very stressful and they take time away from you and each other. And then you've got the stress of a baby on top of the stress of you two just getting together and marriage. And then there's no time for each other. And then you have this baby and it's just stressful. And that's what usually happens. We actually had an old-timey doctor when we had James, and he played a tape for us, and it shocked me to death. He played a tape that said, your baby will be okay at a babysitter. Go on a date with your husband.
Yeah.
Make time for your husband. Make time for yourself.
Yeah, we've tried to do that.
If you don't, you won't be married in a year.
Yeah. Alicia Chancellor, my ex-husband sent me a text 10 minutes before I got off work telling me he wanted a divorce on Christmas Eve.
Oh my goodness.
That's just that's to me, that's gutless and ruthless and could have waited till after the holidays in the very least. And sending it by text is another gutless.
Yeah, that's just wrong. If he don't have the ability to tell you to your face, then that's not being a man at all.
Yeah.
That's being weak.
Kuna Matata was 8 months pregnant when she got married. I was also 18 and just graduated high school. Oops. And it worked out, though. That's good.
That's good.
That's good. Hey, she didn't graduate high school. I didn't graduate high school. I got my GED and went to college twice, and I've got a college degree. She does not. Her mom heard rumors about me, about how I was a bad person. My dad was a drunk, and she figured I was going to be a drunk, and I don't drink. Rarely. Got every now and then I'll drink what are those called? Jamaica Me Happy, little wine cooler looking thing. Or if we go out, I might have one like a fuzzy navel, like a sissy drink. But I've never been a drinker. And her mom assumed that I was just going to be like my dad, and she didn't want her around us. And she wouldn't let us date, and we were already fell in love with each other. So guess what we did? I went up, picked her up for school one morning at the school, and because her mom put her in a different school because she didn't want us around each other. So I drove to the school she was at, Kaywood High School, picked her up in the parking lot, and we left. And we stayed gone for a couple years. She was 15, getting ready to turn 16. She actually turned 16 a few weeks after we left. And there's almost 2 years between us. So we left. We went to Charlotte, North Carolina. I got 2 jobs, and at some point I worked 3 jobs. And I don't know, it was almost 2 years, and her mom, somebody had told her mom where we were at, found out where we were at. There was no social media.
Thank God, or it wouldn't have worked.
But she, her mom found out where we were at, and she had her picked up. And the cops came and got her. And I watched her leave in the squad car, and the cop told me, if she's the age you say she is, which she was almost 17, or were you 17?
I was 17.
17,
yeah,
17 when they picked her up. Yeah, you were getting close to 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think. But anyway, they picked her up, took her down to the station, checked her because she didn't have no ID. We ran away when she was 15. So they checked her birthday, and looked it up, called her mom, and they told her, hey, she's in North Carolina. She's 17. She has a roof over her head. She's got her bills are paid, and her man works. Like, she's not wanting for anything. So, we're not going to make her leave and go back to Kentucky.
Because I was a citizen of North Carolina.
Yeah.
At that time, I'd been there long enough.
So then her mom said, "Hey, if you guys want to come home, I'll just go ahead and let you get married." So I never even asked her to marry me. Her mom said, "If you come home, I'll let you get married." So we came home and got married.
I never got on. He never got on his knees. I never got asked. We just got married.
Yeah.
And it just happened.
But we've been together ever since. We've been together ever since. You know. Yeah.
Sometimes you just do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be
you know,
asked.
and we've been a successful, family with a business, and I mean, I worked until I was crippled, and then even after that, we got a promoter's license in her name, and I did wrestling events, and even after I was too crippled to actually wrestle, and then we did MMA events.
And I worked when we were in Lexington too. When we were, when we worked.
And she's always worked, and now she works doing the things that we do, running my basketball stuff, and like we run basketball leagues for kids, and all we care to do is break even. Like like I said, we get disability, and we're not rich, but we don't, I mean, we live month to month, paycheck to paycheck, however you want to say it. But there's, I don't know, there's all we care about as a basketball is being able to afford to put it on, and that's what we do. We get sponsors who donate some money, and then most of the kids we don't even like there's an entry fee because you get them all shirts and stuff. What James says.
James is telling
And then
me
I'm going to bed.
there ain't no pop in there either. That's
Okay.
why.
But most of the kids we let play for free, and I mean when I say most, I'm like the last league we ran, we had 500 kids, and more than 400 of them played for free. So, and I end up coaching because we can't get enough volunteers. I end up coaching a team in each age division.
And you do all the pre kids.
I do, all the preschool kids, like the preschool and the kindergarten kids, or in the first, second grade kids. Like I take those kids and we do a joint practice. We'll have coaches for them, but I want to teach them fundamentals. I want to teach them how to love basketball. I'm not saying that the other volunteers wouldn't, but this is my thing. This is what I want to do. So your 18-month-old loves his hoop, Hakuna Matata. That's awesome. Keep them playing. Basketball is so fun, and it's so beneficial in my life. Like just growing up, until I met her, she made me hang out with her more when we were seeing each other before her mom would.
That's a lie.
Yes, you did. She get mad at me going playing ball.
You stayed on the basketball court. I had to say something every now and then. I would never see him.
Yeah, can you sense the jelly?
I threw a basketball at him one night and said, "You can sleep with this tonight," because I didn't see him all day.
Oh, the truth comes out. Now we got it. Now we're being truthful.
You never came home. Even his old mommy said, "Honey, I'd leave him if I were you. He's never here with you."
I'm shooting basketball. I came home to you at night.
Yeah, at
you
midnight.
You could have went with me.
At midnight. I ain't going to go sit in no blue courts all day watching you shoot basketball.
Why? Oh, you want to hear a story? You want to hear a funny story? Put one in the chat if you want to hear a funny story. Yeah, you want to hear it.
What is it?
I'm going to throw you under the bus.
For what?
You know.
No, I don't.
Little video.
Video what?
Ours in one. See, now they want to hear my story.
We'll tell you a story.
I'm guaranteed. So, we're watching MMA fights at house.
Oh, this is funny.
And I've got a bunch of my friends who are Cumberland College wrestlers.
I did this.
Cumberland College wrestlers, like, men, young men with a lot of testosterone, and real easy for me to look like a bitch. And here my wife, I put in this tape, and I'm showing these kids, like, because I'm old and crippled. I'm showing these kids how athletic I used to be. So I put in a videotape that don't exist anymore. Put in a videotape of me hooping, and I mean I hooped. I mean I was. Of course, I saved the tape because it was one of my, the best I ever looked on a basketball court. I was knocking down threes. I was going to the rim, slapping the backboard on layups, and I couldn't even jump. I mean, I was just, El
It was
Fuego.
funny. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to say it out loud.
So she walks in the room.
I didn't mean to say it out loud.
She walks in the room, sees me on the screen playing basketball,
Didn't mean to say it out loud.
and says, "Ooh, honey, that's back when you used to look good."
I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Immediately, the room bust out laughing. So, Jimbo, that's back when you used to look good. As if I don't look good anymore.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. You look good now, honey.
Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. I mean, I didn't sleep for a week.
I didn't mean to say that out loud. You know how sometimes you say stuff in your head and you don't say it out loud? Well, I accidentally said that out loud. I didn't mean to.
Mama Steph, I can't get my girls sports, but one is band and others in gymnastics. Gymnastics is sports. As long as they have something to keep them busy. Yeah, we got a band kid.
We got 2 band kids.
Yeah. And actually, James is the only one who really didn't care for sports. And he played for me.
He's like his mommy. I don't like sports either.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with her. See, I don't see how we stayed together this long. Like, we have really nothing in common. What's wrong with you?
Don't like sports.
Stole me from her best friend.
I don't like sports.
I guess she decided, she probably felt guilty about stealing me from her best friend, so she decided to keep me. Bama fan 67 said, love the way your wife talks, Kimbo. I like the way she talks too. She got like Sling Blade, don't she? I like the way he talks.
I don't talk like Sling Blade.
Just kidding, honey. Is that back when I used to look good? Opposites do attract. Opposites do attract. I missed your question. What is it, Penelope? Let me see how far. Maybe I can find it. See, Mama Steph. Let's see. Oh, somebody found it for me. To stand, my son shot a basket in the wrong hoop when he was little. How can I get him to want to play again? You can tell him that I've seen that happen 1,000 times.
Yeah.
My son has done it. I have done it. It's been done. It was done today. And like those kids are high level. Like my kids didn't do it, but the team that beat us scored a basket for us.
That's funny.
It is funny. But it's, it happens.
They're high schoolers.
Yeah. And we actually run a play, an inbounds play after timeouts and between quarters, to where we trick the other team to make them think that the ball's going one end when it's actually going to the other, and we get a wide open layup. Like, it happens. People get confused on where they're supposed to be. There's no big deal. I mean, please tell them it's just no big deal. He was only 6. He's 16 and he's scared. Yeah. You just got to play. You got to play through it. Listen, mistakes are part of the game. I've got some of the best shooters in the world, and I think they're best shooters in the world. I've got a kid that shoots, in practice, 75, 80% from the three-point line. But he'll go through the game and miss a couple shots, and he'll start not wanting to shoot the ball. And I'm like, listen, dude, you're too good a shooter to get gunshot on me. Forget about that last shot. A shooter cannot have a conscience. You have to play on. Forget about the last play. Even the good ones. Forget about the last play. Move on to the next one. Got to. Forget about that thing. You just got to let it go. Got to let it go. My girls, I have a 17-year-old and 12-year-old. The first girl that came in, the taller girl with the really long hair and lighter color, is my oldest. Molly is the girl with the black hair, and she's a little shorter.
She's very shorter. You like her mommy. She's short.
You're welcome, Penelope. Anything I can do to help. I mean, kid, I can't imagine not wanting to play basketball. I mean, I know there's a lot of kids who don't, but my goodness, I mean, basketball is such a part of my life, and it, always has been. See, I met like I met my best friend when I was 5 years old. He moved across the street. His house burnt down. He's moved across the street. He's 4 years older than me. So he was better than me at everything. He always has been, always will be. He still is. dude is 54 years or 53 years old, and he's running friggin' 5Ks and half marathons, and like he's just best athlete I've ever known. But he basically raised me as far as sports, and I was with him every day. Without him introducing me to basketball, and we played 2-on-2, like we'd go when I got my driver's license, we'd go play. Actually, I got my driver's license before he did, and he's 4 years older than me. It's funny, but
I still don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him drive.
we would go and play everywhere, and 2-on-2, and we'd play for money and everything. Like just he's my best friend, and he raised me on basketball and the Celtics and Larry Bird, and that's all I've ever known. We play basketball every day.
I got a story to tell you. I have seen John drive. A Polaroid of it.
Oh my gosh! Don't tell him about us drinking and driving. That was so long ago.
It's funny.
I took a Polaroid of him driving. He was drinking. He was more sober than me.
No, we wasn't. Neither one of them should have
We
been
shouldn't have been
driving.
driving. It was a horrible decision. I'm glad nobody got hurt.
Will you let me tell the story?
Well, I'm drinking and driving.
I don't
gotta
know.
Explain this.
Well, I don't know which one was looking at the road because John was looking at the camera when Jimbo took the Polaroid.
Well, I'd never seen him drive. It was a big thing. I wanted to take a picture of him.
They
My bad.
were really young, though. I'm talking really young.
I was 21. John was 25, I think.
Yeah, they were really young, but I just thought that was funny when he said that about John driving. That made that pop up in my head because I said I hadn't seen him drive, but I have. I seen a Polaroid. Of
Johnny
it.
Thompson, my ex-husband, coached kids basketball like you, and he lived for teaching them. That's what I have so much fun, like just teaching the fundamentals. And the first thing I tell any of them is, you got to have fun. You got to have fun playing. If you feel like you're working more than you're actually having fun, there's a problem. Now, the older they get and the better they get, there's going to be a lot more work involved. But especially those younger kids, man, you got to make it fun. You got to make it fun. I'll bring snacks and like rewards for kids who make a couple layups in a row and layup lines, and make little homemade awards for them for doing something in practice, just to make them have fun when they're little. When they're pre-K and kindergarten age.
We have a very big turnout for the kindergarten and
Just yawned.
preschool because we're the only ones that fool with that age. Most places around here don't fool with that age because it is hard for that age.
Oh yeah, I mean, you talk about having ADD or ADHD. Those kids don't need ADD or ADHD. Like they're still all over the place. They're still all over the place. Thank you, Arkansas. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, guys. If you guys hit that like button on the YouTube live stream, we'd appreciate that. It's 2:14. I'm just about ready for bed. You guys got any more questions for Mama C tonight? Yep, Carrie, I see that a lot. People get burnt out. I actually saw one of my players tonight at Walmart. Gave him a hug. He's a 6'5" kid. I think he's kind of burnt out. He was working at Walmart tonight. I was surprised to see him.
He goes to college at Union too.
You think he's still playing? I should have asked him.
I don't know if he's still playing basketball, but he's still going to school.
Yeah. Well, he's a genius. I mean, he scored like a freaking 32.
He's supposed to
on
be
his
going to
ACT.
school, be a lawyer.
Yeah.
He's a good boy. He calls me mom.
Yeah.
Calls him dad.
Yeah.
And he's a lot taller than us.
Yeah.
But most of the kids do call us mom and do call us dad.
I think his mom died of an overdose.
She did. He lives with his granny, but anytime we went anywhere, we took care of him. Well, he had his own money, but I mean, we took care of him like he was with us. But
Sierra Rice said, "Tell her to give me the Pioneer Woman stuff." You know who that is?
No.
It's Junior's boyfriend's fiance, or Junior's brother's fiance.
Give her what?
That Pioneer Woman stuff.
I love you, honey, but I don't love you that much.
Oh,
I don't even know if I'm going to will that to my children.
I was surprised we didn't see you today, Sierra. The Junior played today.
Did Junior play today?
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
Junior's one of my all-time favorite players.
Junior's a
He's
sweet baby.
like he's one of the smallest players for his age that I've ever coached, but his heart is so big, and he has no fear whatsoever. No fear. Kid's unbelievable. He's pretty good too. So he played for my school team. Excuse me. He played for my school team, and he plays on my travel team. So I love Junior. Good boy. Yes, we played today. What's wrong with you? I'm a bad sister-in-law. You're gonna have to get on the mama and let her know. Because she was there. I didn't see anybody else, but she was there. She brought him. All right, guys. We're gonna get off here and get to bed. So hopefully we can get up in time to go to church in the morning. I've had like a 4-hour nap, so I'm gonna have to. I'll probably go in here and doze off though. But hey, much love. We appreciate every one of you being here tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We might do this on the weekends. We might have Mama C come and sit in with us on Saturdays or something, and we'll make it a weekend thing if you guys want to.
That's fine.
It's fine with you. Hang on a second. I'm getting a message. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Mama C. But we appreciate you guys being here, and we will hopefully see you. We're going to take tomorrow off. Okay. We'll take tomorrow off and see you back Monday evening, probably 10 o'clock or so. Until then, I'm Jimbo. This is my beautiful wife, Thelma.
Bye, guys.
And this is The Stand.